It's Friday, then it's Saturday, Sunday.
This is on you!
Tell us what we want to hear.
We need your help.
We're gonna give it to him.
Just Anthony. He's gonna get it all.
Let's get nasty on a Freedom Friday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Janet already got Jamie on that
Gets
one.
me every time, man.
Welcome to the Fast Lane. Welcome to Freedom Friday. This is your show today. We do this the last Friday of every month. You, the listener, can choose the topics. And this was something that was created
Out of spite.
But it has worked out very well. We've enjoyed it. We feel like listeners enjoy it as well. It was basically invented because people were complaining about our topic selection.
Yeah, they weren't happy with your topics. I was not here that day, so I don't know what you guys were talking about that was so terrible, but it got a response, and then the listeners then got a counter response from you and Carey.
Yes. Yeah, I said, if you don't like our topics, why don't you pick out every topic tomorrow? And that was actually a Thursday.
Yes.
It went very well. We enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. So then we decided that each Friday, the end of the month, we're going to do Freedom Friday.
I like it.
Carey is in Champaign, but he's on our access unit right now, and he's going to be with us hopefully for the first 2 hours of the show. He's going to be on the call tonight for the Western Illinois and Illinois game. Carey, you got us?
Yeah, I got you. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. Welcome to Freedom Friday, my man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be with you guys.
Are you excited tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Fighting Alana?
First game of the year. First game of the year, man. It's always exciting. You know, sometimes, Jamie knows this, when you are in these environments, once the game, pregame and the music is playing, and for you, Jamie, they're skating around, and for me, they're out there running around and pads are popping. You start to feel like I might have a few plays in me. So at some point this evening, if you see a person just running on the field, it's probably me. Don't be concerned. It's okay. I'm a professional.
You've done it before.
I have done this before.
Yeah, be careful running on those fields, though, Carey. Some of those security guards, pretty fleet of foot. You gotta be careful.
I still got a little juice left.
All right, Andrew Marsh, you have the floor now. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. So if you want to send us a Freedom Friday topic, you could do that. Our Snake Pit, which is our YouTube channel, that is cooking as well. So if you want to send any sort of topic on the Snake Pit, just join our YouTube channel and the Air Alliance Team studio cams. All right. Marshy?
Yes, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, let's start off Freedom Friday from the 618. We all want to see J.J. Weatherholt called up, but are the Cardinals smart by bringing up their Rule 5 draft-eligible players to give them a look? Of course, Cesar Prieto, one of those guys, and Jimmy Crooks was called up today as well.
Yeah, so Jimmy Crooks.
Well, Crooksy.
Jimmy Crooks is up. Cesar Prieto is up. Alec Burleson was placed on the 10-day IL, and Yoel Poso was also placed on the IL. Poso is dealing with some concussion issues. I understand why they have decided to call up these two players. It makes sense. I don't think I've already gotten past the fact that we're not going to see J.J. Weatherholt this season. I would love for him to be a September call up. I would love to see him on the big league level here, but I just don't know if they're going to play around with his service time. I hope not, but I've kind of moved on from that just because I don't think it's going to happen. So I understand why Prieto and Crooks are coming up so that they can get a look. And I would assume, Carey, that you're fired up with Crooks because Crooks is a catcher, and maybe you can move on.
Catch?
Yeah, maybe he can catch. Who knows?
Yeah.
Which is a foreign concept, I think, to the Cardinals sometimes.
I mean, you never want to see a guy get hurt. Obviously, Pozo took that foul ball off the face the other day, and he looked a little bit shook up from it. But, it's an opportunity for Crooks to see if he's able to catch the ball, throw runners out, kind of a thing that has not been done by catchers this season. Either they can catch the ball or they can't catch the ball and they can't throw. Like, it's too many different things, and then some of them don't hit very well. Hopefully Crooks is a combination of all those things and is able to catch, block a ball from getting to the backstop, and, throw runners out and hit. That'd be nice.
That certainly would be nice. Jamie, do you kind of understand? Are you with me in that it's just, look, you understand why they're moving in this direction?
Yeah, sure.
Not that you're fired up.
I'm not fired up about it.
Jamie doesn't care.
No, I don't care. I mean, I wanted J.J. Weatherholt. I wanted some of the young guys up here. I understand why they're doing this. It's a formality, basically. And Crooks is being talked about as, maybe the next catcher once, one of these other four guys move on that they've currently got on their roster. I heard Crooks can play left field a little bit, too. So you just never know.
Oh.
What?
Are you're just saying that because he's a catcher? And if you're going to catch, you also have to play left field.
And first base. Yeah.
Marsh, your thoughts as a Cardinals fan?
Yeah, I like it. The Cesar Prieto, I want to see what he can do. He was a part of, the trades from a few seasons ago. Mm-hmm. So you would like to see that come to fruition. Just at least, he might not be good at the big league level. Who knows? But I at least want to see it. At least you get something out of that trade. And then Jimmy Crooks is a guy that I've been wanting to watch for quite some time now. I'm sure Carey, same boat. I'm not as vocal as Carey, but I'm kind of over the catching situation. But I'm excited for the young catchers within this organization, and Jimmy Crooks is the next man up. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Crooks, Cardinals fans that have followed the situation, I think the long-term upside is there for Crooks. I don't think this is just another call-up. I think this is an opportunity to take a serious look at Crooks. He's arguably the top catching prospect within the system. His OPS has dipped from 2004, but he still brings some raw power. He's supposed to have defensive polish, which I think we'll all sign up for that, certainly.
Can he throw?
Well, we'll see. He's supposed to have a good arm and the advanced framing and all that. I mean, everything you read about Jimmy Crooks all sounds good. Now, will it translate, obviously, from the minors to the big leagues? That's yet to be seen. But I'm excited. I'm excited about Crooks. Prieto, he has quietly put up pretty solid production in AAA, and he was somebody that had high contact rate, and when they acquired him in the Jack Flaherty trade a couple of years ago. Somebody that can play multiple positions. I think ultimately he's just kind of roster depth, but who knows? But the path, obviously, for Crooks is easier than with Prieto, who there's congestion, as we've talked at great length when it comes to the
Prieto's just an infielder, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I guess the thought is that he will play first base if Contreras is suspended. Is that the thought? Because Burley would usually cover that, but if Burley's out,
correct.
But is he an infielder, or is he a first baseman? Because as you know, Anthony, those are two different things. Yes. First base position is much different than second, short, or third.
Right.
So, do we know if he's played first base before?
He hasn't.
Well, he
hasn't at the AAA level.
This is a total Cardinals move then. Well, who else would play first? Because Donovan's out.
Nolan Gorman.
Maybe Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
Yeah, maybe Gorman.
Okay,
maybe Gorman is shifted
big boy over there.
He's played a few innings of first base so far this season.
Mm-hmm. I take that.
Jamie, anybody can play anywhere. They put Pedro Pages at second base this year. Don't worry about it.
They did.
Don't you worry.
I wonder what the record is for catchers playing multiple positions in a by a franchise. Because now Contreras, this is first base catcher. Herrera was catcher, left field, DH. Contreras is DH too. Let's see if we can get Crooks somewhere different. Let's really shuffle the deck in.
Yeah. That
really dig in.
If you want to set a record,
I would pay $40, $50 for a ticket. I would, to watch Yoel Pozo play center field. Just because.
I think you would grow tired of that pretty quickly.
No, I wouldn't actually.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Nothing against the guy. Just I think it'll be fun to watch.
Put all the catchers in all the spots.
I don't mind the idea of getting Nolan Gorman more looks at first base.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see maybe what that looks like. Not long term, but give him a little
what it
run.
looks like, period.
Yeah, I'm. We've seen a little bit, but if he could play first base,
what are you going to do with Contreras then?
Well, you figure that out, but it just gives you another place to put Nolan Gorman.
Well, if I'm Gorman, I'm absolutely telling Ollie and the staff, hey guys, I like first base. I can play first base. Quite honestly, look at him. He profiles as a first baseman. He's got the look of like Pete Alonso, the Albert Pujols, like the bigger guys that are at first base. Gorman fits the bill.
Mm-hmm. All right, it is Freedom Friday. Carey is on the access unit from Champaign, where Illinois will kick off its season. Mizzou with a resounding win, and Marsh, for your purposes, a resounding cover last night against Central Arkansas. So they kicked off their season in the right way, 61-6. 61-6.
Here's a nail biter.
It certainly was not. They did what they were supposed to do against a weak opponent. Yes, Carey? Were you going to say something, Carey? No? Yes.
Oh, you definitely did. I mean, you play a team.
All right, Carey's gotten in and out a little bit, so that's all right. We'll get Carey back in line.
I'm sure what you're saying was important.
No question about it. 212, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed
It was great.
Rolex jeweler. More Freedom Friday topics from you next on 101 ESPN.
My friends over at Circus Sports are coming to Missouri. That's right. I've been talking about the Circus Sports Illinois app for all this time. Well, Circus Sports coming to Missouri very soon. But before they get here, you should get out to Las Vegas, Nevada, and sign up for one of the amazing contests that they've got going on right now for the NFL season. They've got the Circa Million and the Circa Survivor, $21 million in guaranteed money. And if the entries go above and beyond that, the extra money goes right back into the prize pool. But again, you have to sign up at a Circus Sportsbook in Nevada before September 6th at 2 p.m. But then you download the app. You find it on the website, the App Store, and that's where the fun begins. Now you can start placing some of your wagers on the futures bets, maybe the Super Bowl champ, Stanley Cup champ, World Series champ, who knows? Anything you want. They also have the best odds of any app that is out there. So that means bigger payouts. It's just really fun using it on a daily basis. So please don't miss out on any of the action that Circus Sports has going on. Get out to Las Vegas or download and bet like a pro with the Circus Sports Illinois app. And just make sure that you join in on all of the exciting things that are going on over there at Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
It's Freedom Friday here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. ESPN, this is where you get to choose the topics any way that you want to go. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. Marsh, what is our next Freedom Friday topic?
All right, we get a text from the 618. Andrew, the Sox released Walker Buehler. Is he worth picking up?
Let's go, baby. I would do it in a heartbeat. The moment I saw this information come out, I thought to myself, Anthony, and you were here, why would you not? Like we talked about yesterday, some bold moves. You know, like Doug Armstrong makes bold moves. Doug Armstrong would grab Walker Buehler. He said, what do we have to lose? Mm-hmm. Right now we have Andre Palante that we really can't even roll him out there every 5 days. It's been really tough. Miles Michaelis, one every other start, or he goes too bad, one good, too bad, one good. Libertor's innings, by the way, he's at the max, beyond the max for his innings. Why would you not go get a Walker Buehler? And maybe that this is the moment Walker Buehler needs a chip on his shoulder, and maybe there's something that Dusty Blake finds or whatever it is. If he can regain anything that he was, because let's not forget, he's a World Series champion. I think he closed out the World Series, did he not, last year?
Yes.
Yeah. Give that guy a chance. Bring him in. You need depth as it is. And if he comes in and pitches pretty good for you, he's not coming off a great year, so he's not going to be knocking on the door for a huge contract at that point. He's going to be looking for that one-year deal to reset everything, reset the market for himself.
Yeah.
It could be a great find for the Cardinals.
What do you think, Carey? Did we lose Carey? We lost Carey. Again, Carey is in Champaign-Urbana, so we'll try to reconnect with him. You know, I agree, Jamie. This is something that not only Doug Armstrong would do. I think general managers or presidents, this is a move that for the short term makes a lot of sense, especially for a team that needs arms, not only right now but in the future, but also will have to have some bridge options. We could get excited about all the young pitchers that they have within the organization, but we have no idea when they're going to be ready. Nope. And it's highly unlikely that multiple guys are going to be ready in 2026.
And you're still going to need a guy.
You're going to need a guy, and I realize that somebody that's got, a veteran track record that, at least right now, it doesn't look good. I realize it's not the most enticing thing, but when you are in a retool and you're trying to just bridge the gap, these are the type of signings that make the most sense. Veteran guy, bring him in, make sure that you don't, wear out your younger arms, and see if he can kind of revitalize things. If he doesn't, you let him go.
But that's the whole key, right? You bring in a veteran guy like this, the talk is really honest. Hey, man, you're in here. We need some depth for the rest of the season. Gives you a chance to reset your value in the market. Mm-hmm. If things go well, all we ask is that we have the first chance to re-sign you. That's all. If we have no interest, then sign wherever. But, there's no downside to this. If he comes in and stinks, who cares? DFA him. Look at Eric Fetty. Eric Fetty's on the, third, fourth team this year?
Third team this year.
Third team this year. 4 teams in 2 years. Mm-hmm. So why treat Walker Buehler any different?
Right.
But if he comes in and pitches well for you, that's a bonus.
All right, Carey, I think he's back. Carey?
Yeah, I was saying that. You brought up Eric Fetty, which would be the comp. You bring in a guy that been let go from another organization. Normally, it's implying that player is unable to reach the level that they need him to, and that's why they let him go. Similar to what happened with Eric Fetty here and then in Atlanta. So I don't know if you can take a flyer on a guy, but you kind of already been through this with a bunch of guys around. That makes this situation that much.
Yep. Marsh,
next topic?
Next topic, sir.
All right. Well, we will be off on Monday because it's a holiday.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's going on vacation. I don't know. Jamie, you'd be the first person that I'd pick to go on vacation with, of course.
I'm not going on vacation, no.
He's in
town.
I'm
saying I'd go on vacation with you.
Oh, I'd love to go on vacation
yes,
with you,
absolutely.
Marsh.
Anyways,
absolutely.
From the 314, do you guys prefer
Is that
a
an offer?
cruise?
Are you buying?
Nope. Okay. Do you prefer a cruise or an all-inclusive resort?
I've never been on a cruise. And so there are people. My brother has been on a cruise, and he loved it. He had a great experience. It was a very nice cruise. It was like a high-end thing. Sean's got all the money, But it was a nice cruise, and he loved it. They made several stops along the way. They thought it was amazing. But he also had himself a big room and, like, their own little bar and all this. Like, he bougied it up a little bit. I've had other people that go on the cruise and are like, nope, never again. Don't like to be confined, and they rush you. Like, you got to be back at a certain time and all this stuff. They felt stressed out about it. I got no comment because I haven't been on a cruise yet. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I do love me an all-inclusive. I'll tell you that. Ashley and I love to go down to Mexico, especially during the NHL All-Star break or Four Nations or this year, the Olympic break. It's a nice little quick flight. Get down there. We found a couple of really nice places. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, one of my guilty pleasures, by the way, is all of these resorts have like these cheesy theaters, like shows every night.
Yeah. You love them.
I love them. I love them. Well, you got a couple of drinks and you're already getting buzzing a little bit.
What show do we have tonight?
Exactly. And every night's a different theme for the show. So Ashley and I love it. We go there. We just like, we're grinning ear to ear, having, drinks, and then you can go down to the bar. And one of the funniest things I've ever done was last year in Mexico, they had a silent disco. You ever seen that?
You were telling me about this, but I haven't seen it.
You put on a pair of headphones, okay? And there's silence in this was the whole hotel bar. Mm-hmm. Silent, like you can hear a pin drop. But everybody's got these headphones on, and they have like 3 stations on them. One's like a techno, one's like the 80s, and one's like some like Caribbean music. And so you can click the little button and you can change it. But all your friends, like people you're there partying with, are doing the same thing. Like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, they're like, put on channel 2, channel 2. Everyone's like, oh, you're dancing away. I think people are sweating, they're dancing. It is the most weird out-of-body experience because then every now and then you'll pull the ears off, right? It's just like, it's quiet.
Yeah.
You hear like just feet like squeaking on the dance floor, basically. Right. People are dancing.
People are in their own heads, but
yes. Yeah. So I prefer the all-inclusive just for those reasons.
What about you, Carey?
I love cruise. Cruises are pretty cool. Like Jamie said, the best part, if you have young kids, I don't know if you've never been, Jamie, but when you have young kids.
I ain't taking my kids.
Well, when you have younger ones, those kids have a place to play all damn day. Like, you got a babysitter for hours upon hours, and you can sit there and drink and do whatever you want to do. But they have a place to play. That makes it really fun for the adults to have the younger kids. But the getting back on the ship within a certain amount of time, that can be a bit stressful because some people like to venture out into whatever area that they're stopped at. And I've seen people have to try to chase down the ship not stopping once it gets going. So
wow,
you're out of luck.
So my parents love taking cruises. They usually take one a year. I don't know if they've done it the last couple of years, but they typically enjoy it. They get with a couple of friends that also love the cruises, and they rave about it. They love it. They love their experience. I've never been on a cruise, but I could tell you right now, I would rather have the all-inclusive. Kristen and I did our honeymoon with an all-inclusive. We had a great time. We absolutely loved it. And I'll be honest, I've watched a couple of Netflix documentaries on cruises.
Yeah, the poop cruise.
Well, that one, and where the one girl disappeared. I don't. She may or may not be out there somewhere.
There's one too where a girl wouldn't let her boyfriend on the door, and he froze to death. You see that one?
I did see that one. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, that one. That was.
We don't
rough.
have to go down that path.
No, let's not. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I think. Well, those are only 3 examples since you added one. I still would prefer the all-inclusive to the cruise.
Marcia, have you been on a cruise?
I have not. I actually don't fancy a cruise, but I have been to a few all-inclusive resorts, and those are a good time.
I would also struggle with, Jamie, what you talked about, being confined. Like really small room. I get it. You're not supposed to spend all the time in the room. You're supposed to be walking the ship.
They got different levels on the ships. Like, because we were talking, Ashley and I were talking about a cruise coming up. I don't know, maybe in September, but like a year out, and it's like the Ritz cruise ship or something. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be free. That's for sure.
Yeah,
but it's a massive boat, and each level is its own like theme, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you can pick your size room. You can pick like all this other.
Sure.
There's packages of like what you can eat, and you get the high end alcohol or whatever.
Yeah. Going back, I hate to go back to the documentary, but they also had that in the documentary you were talking about.
Yes, they did.
Which they had what was called an upper class.
Yes.
And then when you get down to it, like basically what you had in Croatia playing hockey. Or was it Croatia? Or?
It was Russia. Croatia actually set me up in a nice place there.
Okay, so when you were in Russia and you were staying in a boiler room, that's essentially what the people who didn't have a lot of money on that one documentary. Yeah,
walking around the huge hot water tank for the entire rink is a bit of an inconvenience in the morning.
Sure.
Yeah,
I believe that.
I have been on a booze cruise, though. Those are fun.
Oh, good.
Been on those, too.
Those are great. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily out in the middle of the ocean.
I wouldn't take those boats in the middle of the ocean.
No. But those are a good time, and I do fancy those.
Well, good.
All right.
We got a lineup for the Cardinals tonight, which means we've got a lineup game next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals have selected the contracts of Jimmy Crooks and Cesar Prieto from Memphis. Alec Burleson has been placed on the 10-day IL with right wrist inflammation, and Joel Pozo has been placed on the 7-day concussion list. The lineup is out, and you know what that means. Lineup game next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh. The Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Well, we were going to play the lineup game, but it is Freedom Friday, and while we encourage everybody to pitch ideas, you can also negate ideas.
You can just bash ideas. That's kind of the easy way out, but that's fine.
Well, hey, this is the listener show, Jamie. So White Davis from the Snake Pit says, lineup game, worst part of the show. Listening to you guys guess the same players almost every day is not entertaining to listen to. So we'll bypass the lineup game today. And Marshy?
Yep.
Why don't you give us another...
Would have been nice to get a suggestion on something to talk about from White Davis. It's like, I'm going to identify the problem. Do you have a solution? No.
But he did identify a problem.
But he did it, so he's got a half point.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Marshy.
All right, let's go to the Air Comfort Service text line. We get a text from the 636. Gentlemen, who is batting first tonight for the Cardinals?
Oh, gotta be Lars Nootbaar, Anthony.
Yeah, I think it's probably Lars Nootbaar. If we were playing the lineup game, I'd say show us Lars Nootbaar.
Yeah.
And if we were playing the lineup game, I would...
International superstar.
Watch out, they're running any walls or anything.
All right.
Okay.
Marshy, what's the next one?
From the 314, do you guys think blank is batting second tonight against the Reds?
Oh, now this has been a little bit of a revolving spot here for the Cardinals. When Herrera's in, he's batting second. When he's not in, it's been Mason Wynn.
Good call.
So,
but I don't know why he wouldn't be in.
I don't know. Now, if we were playing the lineup game right now, I would say, show us that little croissant, Ivan Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant, little cheese on my croissant.
Yeah, it would sound just like that.
But yeah, we're not going to play the lineup game.
No.
All right.
Next one, Marshy.
Next topic.
636. Can you guys guess who is batting third tonight for the Cardinals?
Well, no Alec Burleson.
Yeah, that's a
we
tough.
We know it's not going to be Alec Burleson.
Did you?
I did not.
Like he's doing okay.
Nope. So I would assume that it'd be Wilson Contreras. You just start bumping everybody up.
Yeah, but then who would be batting cleanup?
Probably Gorman.
Gorman?
Who has been hitting fifth.
He's been hitting pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, if it was the lineup game, Anthony, what would you say?
I would first say, show us Wilson Contreras.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
Then I would say, show us Nolan Gorman.
Swing Serenade is brought to you by Gorman.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit. Dingers!
All righty, Marshy.
Marshy, what's the
Freedom
next
Friday.
question?
Well, we're getting through a lot of Freedom Friday topics.
Yeah.
In this
I
one
like
segment.
that. It's like rapid fire.
Yeah.
It's good.
I like it.
The 618 wants to know... Oh, this one just toggled on me.
Oh.
Okay, no, I found it. 618. Who is batting fifth tonight for the Cardinals?
Well, again, if they're just bumping everybody up, I think it would be Mason Wynn.
Yeah. All right, so in that case, again, if we're playing the lineup game, probably say, show us Mason Wynn.
Take it! Bring me that arm!
Marshall, let's just keep keep up with the Freedom Friday topics here.
The 660 says, guys, this amount of pettiness might be the most amazing thing I've encountered today. We get another text from the 636. This is Fastlane. Awesome. The 314 says, who is batting 6 tonight as the Cardinals take on the Reds?
Oh.
What's your show? It's your show today.
Yeah. But we just got a question.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if they want to know who's batting 6, I would probably guess either Thomas Sajasi or Jordan Walker.
I would say Sajasi right now. That would be if we were playing the lineup game, process of elimination for me would be to go with the guy without the batting gloves.
Got it.
And that's when I'd say, show us something like Thomas Sajasi.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? It really hurts.
I like how Marsh is just playing the Sounders.
I thought I hit you on the shoulder.
My shoulder
without the lineup
hurt.
game.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to hear them without the lineup game. Yeah.
Okay. Marshy, Freedom Friday topic.
The 636 says, who's batting 7 through 9?
Okay. So one topic just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knock it out with one foul swoop. If we were playing the lineup game, of course.
Well, again, if we were playing the lineup game, I would look down and I would estimate here that with Lars in center, Jamie. Oh, Yvonne, your DH.
Or left field.
Maybe.
No,
Walker's got to be in the lineup
Walker's
somewhere.
right here.
Okay.
I think we go Walker, Crooks,
okay.
And then is Prieto playing?
If those guys they just got called up, so I don't know if they're in Cincinnati.
Yeah. I still think it's Walker.
I agree.
That's where, again, so if we were playing the lineup game, we'd say, show us Jordan Walker.
Die for every ball. It's boring otherwise, plus it looks harder. The most important play in right field is what I like to call the janitor throw. Guaranteed out every time. I call it the janitor throw because it cleans up that are trying to take an extra base on you.
I don't think Crooks is available. I think it's...
So again,
I think it's Pedro Paz.
They wanted 7 through 9, Marshy?
7 through 9, that's
so
kind of a lot to ask, but it is Freedom Friday, so we're going to do what the listeners want us to do.
And Walrus King says, I was wondering about the 7 through 9 hitters. Thanks for covering this.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome. We're getting there. Anthony, I think you're right.
Yeah, I would say show us Pedro Paz.
Yeah.
Smithers, throw this at him. You're out!
Maybe.
Okay, so that's 7 and 8.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we answer the question properly.
I think we'd still be missing an outfielder.
I think we'd be missing maybe a guy named Church.
Yes, sir.
And that's where I guess I would say, show us Church.
Take me to church.
Okay. All right. Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. All right, what's next,
topics.
Marshy?
Thank you, actually, for all those great topics.
Well, of course, we have the home run game coming up. Murph the Barbarian says, guys, please don't play the home run game. But if you were going to play the game, who would you all pick? Before that, though, the 636 text in and says, I wonder what the full lineup looks like and who is playing what position. So I'll go ahead and tell you guys.
Good job,
leading off in left field is Lars Nootbaar. Batting second, he's the DH. It's Ivan Herrera. Batting third, playing first base, Wilson Contreras. The cleanup hitter today, third baseman, is Nolan Gorman. Batting fifth, as Janet likes to say, the shortstop. That's Mason Wynn. Batting sixth, this guy's playing second base. His name's Thomas Sajasi. Batting seventh, Jordan Walker, who hit a home run yesterday. He's in right field today. Batting eighth and catching, it's not Jimmy Crooks, as we established when the listeners wanted to know who's batting 7, 8, and 9. Pedro Paz, he's catching, and batting ninth in center field is indeed Nathan Church.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go Phil!
I don't believe what I just saw! Home run!
All right. So, I mean, if we were playing the home run game, I guess this is where I would go.
Well, no, that we don't even have to play it. Somebody just asked us who we would choose.
Yeah,
who would I choose?
Yeah.
Okay. Would I still go first?
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I mean, again, it's
If you
just
want
opinions.
to.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with my guy. I'm not gonna veer off the course. I've been pretty dedicated to this guy for a couple of seasons now. I'm gonna go. I would pick Nolan Gorman.
Sure.
Big boys hitting for some power.
Yeah. Who do you think Carey would choose?
That's a good question. He hit a home run yesterday. Actually, no, I don't want Carey to pick him because I might pick him.
Carey got
if
one?
I were to.
No, Carey didn't.
Carey would pick Walker or Wynn.
I think he would.
But I want Walker.
Okay, well,
He would choose Wynn then.
Would he?
Yeah.
He loves Mason Wynn.
Okay.
He loves Herrera, too.
Yeah.
But does he love Herrera as much as you do, Anthony?
He might. Yeah.
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 So-
Like for me, I would choose Wilson Contreras.
Yeah. Okay. I think. What do you guys think? Is it Wynn or Herrera that Harry would. Or Harry. I just did it again. I did it again. That Carey. Harry Carey.
Harry Carey would choose. He would choose Mason Wynn.
Okay.
I'm going to choose Jordan Walker if we were playing this game.
I like that, Marshy.
All right, there you go. Tim Taylor, by the way, says, I think this is way better than the lineup game. Should be continued, a continued segment every day. We'll consider it.
Well, we just wanted to make sure that, all of our listeners were happy. We didn't want to bore anybody with the lineup game. We certainly didn't want to bore, what was our guy's name again? White Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Splashback Deuce, angry about it too, all caps. He says, way to go, dunce. Cancel the friggin' lineup game for all of us. We're sorry, Splashback, but Tuesday we'll get back to our regular scheduled program.
Yeah.
But it is Freedom Friday, which means you can continue to send in the topics. We got through about 9 or 10 of them there. Actually, they got about 11. So nice work to everybody, including you, the listener. More Freedom Friday next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane. It's another Freedom Friday here on 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, Andrew Marsh, and of course, you, the listeners. You get to pick the topics today all day long. Marshy, let's resume.
All right, let's go to the Air Comfort Service text line. From the 314, will the top 6 or bottom 6 have a bigger impact on the Blues season?
Ooh, that's spicy, as the kids say, Marshy. I think the bottom 6 probably has more of an impact. Oh, man, Anthony, this is a real Stalter's choice. So you're going to live and die by what your top 6 forwards do. I mean, it's just the bottom line. Like, if Robert Thomas doesn't have a great year, Holloway doesn't play good, Carey doesn't score a point, you're done. It doesn't matter how awesome your fourth line is, you're not going anywhere. So I would say that the top 6 always have the biggest impact. But I think the question's interesting because if we ignore the scoring part of it, which is silly to do that, I know, but it's Freedom Friday. I'm just going to do it. Okay, it's America. Let's ignore the scoring part of the top 6, and let's go down to the bottom 6 and talk about how important that was for the Blues last year during their run. And I would argue is like the third line was kind of in flux a lot of times. It played very well. Whoever was in and out of that. It's kind of where Monty shuffled the deck most of the time. The fourth line was your rock star last year. When Radek Faksa, Torpchenko, and Walker became that line, they became the identity line. They started in important games. They started in playoff games. They started each period. Like, anytime they wanted to settle the game down, coming out of a power play, coming out of a penalty kill, out goes the Faksa line, reestablish the way we're playing. So you had that element. Mm-hmm. You don't have that now because Radek Faksa went back to Dallas. So now you got to find who's your new Radek Faksa. One would say automatic Oscar Sundqvist. I mean, he was that guy during the Stanley Cup run, and he was. No, that was how many years ago?
Oh, that was
5, 6,
yeah,
6 years ago?
Roughly.
6 years.
And 6 years in pro sports is a lot.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. And so can Oscar Sundqvist continue to play that role like every single night? To be determined. I hope so. I love Sonny. But maybe that's where you have Bukestad and Sundqvist alternating. Maybe this is where Milan Lucic, he comes into the conversation. So I think there's going to be more moving parts in the third and fourth lines this year for the Blues. Whereas I think the top 6 is pretty set, but you're going to need that bottom 6 to complement the top 6 if you're going to do anything at all as far as in the conference, let alone be a contender of any kind.
By the way, our girl Victoria says when I passed you coming through and you like turned your mic, she goes, "OMG, that would be a great punishment. 2 of you have to share a microphone." Wow. That would
Anthony, I would share a microphone with you anytime.
Yeah, I would.
Who's that punishing, though?
2 people that would be rough.
I have no problem sharing a mic with you. Is this uncomfortable for you?
No, not at all, Jamie. It's so nice. That would be... So
you got that nice musky smell to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I worked out earlier.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That chest was glistening.
Smells like a man.
Yeah.
That was good. All right, Marsh.
618 text in. I caught you guys lying about the lineup game. The music was playing in the background. I'm crushed. After what you did to CD on Wednesday and now this, you can't be trusted.
What did we do to CD on Wednesday? Oh, the Gauntlet thing?
We didn't do that. Bradford did that.
Yeah, Bradford technically did that. Bradford also completely admitted it. But no, you probably shouldn't trust us.
We get a question from the 314. What is your go-to karaoke song or song to sing along with in the car?
Okay, so I have no business singing anything, but I was witness to one of the best karaoke performances of all time. Marsh and his wonderful girlfriend, Rachel, accompanied Kristen and I for the kids' trivia night. So trivia night held by the school. We were down a couple of people. Marsh lives close. We asked Marsh, Jamie, you were at a Blues game. CD's not in the area, so we asked Marsh and Rachel. They came along. It was a couple of months ago, right? Well, last school year. So we did the trivia night, had a great time. Didn't win a damn thing.
No.
But the real winners were the patrons of a bar that we went to afterwards that heard Marsh sing a Creed song.
Yeah.
Was it Arms Wide Open?
No, it was Higher.
Higher.
Yeah.
There were people in the bar, true story, that thought Scott Stapp was actually in the bar singing his own song. That's how good Marsh was. Now, Marsh, I don't know if that's your go-to karaoke song.
Well, after that performance, it now is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my go-to karaoke song. I actually did it one more time this summer at a karaoke bar in Springfield, Illinois.
I mean, people had to...
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
People had to be throwing shirts and all kinds of clothing at you.
Bras and panties everywhere, eh, Marshy?
Well, I don't know about that.
Underwear.
Free drinks, though. That was. I'll take that.
Here's the best part, too. People, when that song comes on, people are like, oh, no, not Creed.
Yeah, right.
And then Marsh and his angel-like pipes start singing, and all of a sudden the bar is like, this is incredible.
I have a rule, though. I can't sing the same song for the same group of people. So, like, if we were to go out to another karaoke bar at some point, I can't sing that song again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you've already heard it.
Oh, I like that. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, Marshy's like Metallica when they tour. They don't play the same set list in the two back-to-back shows.
No,
they
yeah,
change
he's a
it up,
professional.
Because you want to make sure you spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a karaoke song?
I don't know. Honestly, I've never sung karaoke.
Really?
Yeah.
I've done it a couple
I got no
times.
business singing.
I do like singing Going Hungry by Temple of the Dog.
I'm going hungry.
Get the low, raspy voice, and I can kind of pull that off a little bit, especially when I'm about 10 beers deep.
Sure.
Also, as you guys know, did a little karaoke on our Mexico trip a couple of years ago to I'm Too Sexy.
Yeah.
And ended up shedding clothes and all that stuff, too. So for me, it's less about the voice, but more about the performance.
Yeah.
Like, act like you're playing in front of 50,000 people, even if it's like 10 or 11.
In your head, you are playing in
because that's
front
what
of
the people want.
Millions.
They want to be entertained. Because most people get up there, they're not Marshy. Most people get up there and they're trying, but it's not always great.
Yeah.
And if they just stand there and sing the song and read it off as it goes, it's kind of like, ho, ho.
No, you got to get the people involved.
Like, I'd rather pick a song that I'm not as good at singing, but I know all the freaking words to it. And now I don't have to look at the screen, and I can put on a show a little bit.
That's a professional right there.
You know, pour
That's a
beer all over
professional.
my head. Do something like, I want to get the people going.
I do have another song, too. I love singing Brandy. You know that song?
Brandy?
Yeah.
Brandy. I drink brandy.
No, not that.
Oh, like the old song.
Oh,
Brandy.
yeah.
You're a fine girl.
What a good wife you would be. That one.
You know that song.
I do.
I'm surprised, though. You're a young kid.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Maybe Marshy's an old soul.
Yeah, you know what that is.
Ashton's
You're right.
like that. You go in like, Ashton will fire off and be like, hey, okay, Ashton, you're controlling the speakers by the pool today. And he'll fire up a playlist that he has. And it's like 80s and like early 90s. I'm like, you weren't born until 2003, but he loves those songs.
Yeah.
He's got REO Speedwagon on.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, you know where that comes from? It comes from you. You
Yeah.
probably grew up listening to those songs.
Very true.
In the car with you.
Probably.
So that's why he enjoys those songs. That's why I like the Beach Boys and the Beatles. And, you know, I feel like every time I was in the car, Creed was on. Or literally, like, any of those old bands. Those like, I love punk rock music from the late 90s and early 2000s. But I was a child at that point.
Rancid.
But I love those types of bands.
Remember that band, Rancid?
I remember the band. I don't remember what they sing.
Oh, it's got some bangers. I mean, they're not quite Mr. Brightside.
So
but
speaking of that,
what?
Walrus King, who I really like. I like you, Walrus King. You know it. He says, it toggled on me now. Where's Walrus King? He said something about that song. Oh, Anthony was singing some Killers. You know it. Walrus King, you know that's not true.
I think that would be a funny punishment for us. Like, the next time we have a bet or something, instead, like we did the Ryan Day challenge, you know, whatever. I think there'd be a funny bet where we have these things and we have to go to a karaoke night.
Okay.
And, like, we have to put in, before we even start, our 5 like songs we hate the most.
Okay.
And then we have to sing those songs for karaoke.
That would absolutely be a rough punishment. A couple other thoughts here. Eggplant Emoji says, can we get a Marsh karaoke performance to conclude today's show?
Can't do it.
Do we need a Fastlane karaoke night? Eggplant also throws out there.
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah. Wictolia says, Jamie Rivers, next time, sing Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
See, you could really do the performance there. You might have to have some props because I don't think the bar or the establishment would want you breaking all their stuff. So you bring a couple of your own things that you can break.
Yeah.
I don't hate the idea at all.
Jamie's going to put on a show.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever he chooses.
You may not understand all the words, but your eyeballs will be on the show.
I think a good punishment would also be having to stand up on stage for an open mic night.
For comedy?
For comedy.
Yes.
That would be
and then
rough.
Oh, man, that would be real rough.
But you actually have to go in there telling nothing but dad jokes.
Oh, dude. You're already going to bomb.
Yes.
I don't think we need the cherry on top.
Oh, it'd be unbelievable.
Oh, that would be a rough.
Jeff Burton and I talked about that many times. Jeff wanted to just go to an open mic, him and I, as get up out of nowhere, back-to-back performances, just to see what it would be like to do a comedy act. Like, people don't understand how hard that is. Like, Rafe, all the and Tina and his girlfriend Tina.
Yep.
Like, it's months of preparation sometimes for a new show, to write a joke, to write a bit, or whatever you're doing. So to just get up at an open mic and you think you're funny because we do funny things. You think, I got some yucks.
There's a skill set that we do not have
at the
for
parties.
that.
You know, they're not going to love you when they're focused on exactly what you're saying.
Well, one, the joke has to be funny.
Yeah.
And you also have to have the timing of it, right? You got, it's the way that you say the joke.
And there's a certain performance element to it, too, like how you carry yourself. How are you going to be as a character? Because every comedian has their own character who then delivers the jokes.
Yeah. Oh,
I think we got it, though.
We do not have it. But as a punishment, that would be good. I don't even think we need to do just the dad jokes. I think we would.
I'm out on the dad.
You know what you'd find yourself doing? You'd start to drown. And you'd see, like, you'd go to the dad jokes. Like, well, rabbit and a bear pooping in the woods.
That'd be bad. All right, our Freedom Friday continues next. Keep those topics coming in. And a couple of different ways you can get a hold of us. Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Our chat going on right now on the Snake Pit as well on our YouTube channel, 101 ESPN YouTube channel. So different ways to get a hold of the show, but Freedom Friday continues next. Carson on 101 ESPN 303. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Well, if you're watching via our 101 ESPN YouTube channel, courtesy of the Airlines team studio cams, Jamie made a purchase for Carey, who is covering Illinois tonight, so he's not with us. He joined us for the first two segments of the show, but audio was a little choppy, so Carey, we're like, hey, we're gonna let you go here for a sec. But Carey, I think, would be pleased to know that Jamie was thinking about him following his loss in the Gauntlet the other day on a dog breed question, Jamie.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to purchase what we're seeing right now on the camera?
The controversial dog breed was Australian Shepherd. So, knowing Carey loves the Australian Shepherd.
Loves dogs.
The last couple of days, anyways, I thought I would get him an Australian Shepherd to sit in while he's gone. And we'll have to get a name for this thing. We call it
Harry.
Harry. Carey's dog, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, Carey doesn't know that this dog exists. So what we're going to do is we'll have Harry on with us for most of the day now. He's pretty quiet, still a puppy, of course.
Yeah.
But then we're going to take Harry away, and we'll make sure we strategically place Harry for Carey when he comes back on Monday.
I like that.
I think he'll love the dog.
Oh, I think so, too.
Yeah. All right.
Marsh, next Freedom Friday topic, please.
From the 618, better game day experience. Is it college or pro football?
It's got to be college. I think universally it's got to be college. Not that there aren't some great tailgating experiences when it comes to the NFL. Green Bay Packers, Buffalo Bills.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
Buffalo's pretty tough.
The Chiefs tailgate is awesome. But I think when you get the amount of people, like Jamie, you've been to the Big House in Ann Arbor. The amount of tailgates, I mean, you can trip over yourself and land. You can trip and land in a tailgate.
Yes.
When it comes to like Michigan tailgate, I think it's college kids. It's exciting. They got plenty of energy. Mm-hmm. I would probably go with college.
Yeah, I'm going to say the exact same thing. I've been to NFL games, and the atmosphere is fantastic. I mean, of course, it depends on where you're at. Like, if you went to a Raiders game way back before they moved to Vegas, like that was a unique experience, especially if you're like in an end zone seat. Mm-hmm. Cleveland, the Dog Pound, like each NFL team has like their area, I guess, or their certain group of fans. But when you go to a college game, it's everybody.
Yeah.
I told you rolling up to the Big House, and I forget his last name now, which is terrible, but Michigan alum, I think he played on the offensive line during their national championship year, not last year, but the one before that. Mm-hmm. And so we pull up, and there's people everywhere. And because we're with him, he like parked right on the front lawn of a frat house, which was like right across the street from the Big House.
I'm here. And they like took his keys, like if they have to move his truck. And it was kind of cool. And then we walked over, and they got all these like tailgating people out there. I got myself a Michigan shirt. Yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
It's a fun experience.
It was pretty awesome. And the funny part is, so he had these tickets for us. He had sideline tickets, of course, because he's an alum and whatnot. And he just got us tickets. The tickets were right in the middle of the Notre Dame fans. So it's like a sea of green all around me. And I'm sitting there and with Shannon at the time, ex-wife, and we're sitting there with all Michigan stuff on. I'm like,
here
let's
we
go. Wolverines, baby. So then my neighbor like realized, and he's like, got us down on the field and whatnot.
That's hilarious.
So that was cool too, because now we're down there. Like,
oh yeah,
it's pretty wild.
Sidelines if you've ever been on the sidelines of a football game, it's awesome. NFL is great for that. Like, if you ever been to a sideline on the sidelines for an NFL game, the speed in which those guys play at is unreal.
You're gonna laugh at this. I was a ball boy for the CFL when I was a kid.
Were you?
Yeah. So
the Ottawa Red Blacks.
They were the Ottawa Renegades. Ottawa Rough Riders. Actually, is what they started as.
And now they're this.
Then they went to Ottawa Renegades, and now it's the Red Blacks, whatnot. Yeah. But. A guy so my brother played junior hockey for the Junior Senators is what they were back then, because we didn't have the Ottawa Senators. And I was always around the rink. And so their trainer / equipment guy, because one guy did both jobs, he's like, hey, kid, he's like, you want to help out? I was like, yeah, I'll help. He's like, what do you want to help? He's like, can you fill the bottles, make sure the bottles, whatever, and help. He goes, you can come stand on the bench and whatnot and just replace the water. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, my brother was 15, 16. I was 12. I thought, this is the greatest thing ever. There was one coach, whatnot. Anyways, so I did that with him, and then he also worked for the football team, the CFL football team, and he called me up and he goes, hey, what are you doing? He's like, we need some kids to help with practice, and then also, in the games, you could be the ball boy and run the ball and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm on the sidelines with my ball, It was pretty cool. I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
That would be neat.
Listen, it's the CFL. I get it.
But
It's still
for
cool.
you, you're
For a young
you
kid
were
like
born
that,
in Canada, so you had the CFL.
And we'd also work for the visiting team. So I'd be the ball boy, but then like at halftime and before the game and after the game, I'd go work for the visiting team, like clean towels, water, all that stuff. And then they pay you. They tip you out like
nice.
At the time, this is a long time, they give you like $100 at the end of the night.
That's a ton of money.
That's a lot of money for a kid.
Yeah,
I jump on my bike and ride home.
Mom, take a look at this.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I think I like college, the college atmosphere as like a college kid. But the older I've gotten, I've really enjoyed the NFL game day experience. Maybe that's because I'm more locked into the NFL. But when I went to Soldier Field a couple years ago
that's
to
a good tailgate.
Watch Vikings and Bears, dude, it was awesome.
Did you wear your Vikings stuff?
I did.
Yeah, you probably heard some stuff.
There's a lot of Vikings fans there, though.
Vikings fans travel.
Yeah.
That's true. But still, Soldier Field is underrated when it comes to. You think about like the Eagles fans, they getting on, opposing.
Oh yeah.
But Bears fans on opposing. I told you guys the one time I almost got in a fight in the upper decks. It was a Sunday night game, freezing. It was Sunday night in Chicago in December, and it was I think it was 2005 or 6, and Vic was with the Falcons, and I had one piece of Falcon equipment, like I had a knit hat, that was it, and people were giving it to me.
You gotta be careful when you're wearing your colors.
Yeah, good call. I mean, they were go back to Atlanta. I'm like, actually, I'm
Chicago.
I'm from here.
I'm from the Brook.
I'm from the Brook. No, you're not, you piece of sh. Yeah. So once I had a few, there was a lovely couple in front of me, and they were both just giving it to me all night. Not a great night for the Falcons. No. I think they scored 3 points all night. And by the fourth quarter, I was tired. I'd grown tired of the heckling, the slander. So I said some things to him about her. He did not like it, and he turned around.
I'm sure they're very complimentary.
They were very not complimentary, and I lifted my foot up because I was going to kick him in the face. And fortunately, my buddy grabbed me and ushered me out of there.
So,
as I was booed.
Boo that man!
Boo this man! Yeah.
So, what are you guys' feelings on like fights at sporting events?
I don't
because I see them all the time.
So dumb.
Baseball,
I think they're dumb.
Football, whatever, and you got guys that are like ham sauced, and then like the fighting in the stands, the guy who's bottom shelf always gets tuned in.
Oh yeah,
because the top shelf guy has leverage.
Yeah.
But then someone inevitably gets thrown down, and you see like some older lady or a child getting crushed.
Yeah, I know I just told that story.
Yeah.
I'd had enough. I had no intention. Yeah, I had no intention of fight. But typically, when you got the two guys that are like fighting for the honor of their team, that's just stupid.
I don't get it. Like I don't get and I say that knowing full well, like when I broke into the league, Blues Blackhawks, like there were just as many fights outside the building as they were inside the building, and everybody laughs about that, the good old days. But now that I see these things online all the time, I'm like, oh my God! Like, imagine you got to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
You got a broken nose, or you broke your leg because you folded over or like.
Well, some of that has worked out okay because like an employee, we've read stories before where somebody is just being a total dunce, and they're caught on camera, and their employer.
Yeah, that happened in Philly.
Yeah, exactly. And that guy should have been fired for some of the stuff he was saying. But anyways, some of this I think has worked out. But overall, Jamie, I think it's dumb.
I just don't get it. And especially if, like, you're trying to bring the family. I imagine you're sitting there with your 3 kids, you and Kristen.
You're trying to get a
you're not involved in it at all.
Right.
But the guy who's one row above you is getting into it with a guy that one row above him.
Right.
And they roll down across you and now you're in it.
I'm definitely.
And now you're in it.
Yeah, if Kristen or the kids.
Or even just someone hits you. Of course, the kids, but just
right.
Yeah, that happened to me. I went to this was 2005. It was the final game at the old Busch Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So not the final regular season game, but the game 6 that they end up losing to the Astros. And the game is over. And I don't know what was going on. There's a fight that broke out. And these guys like came tumbling down and I'll remember this forever because whoever fell right on top of one of the cup holders.
Oh.
And the cup holder broke off and was just laying there, and I grabbed it. And I was like, hey, I got a piece of Busch Stadium.
That worked out okay
I still
for
got
you.
the cup holder.
Nice.
I'll forever remember that, though, because these 2 dudes were fighting.
There you go, Marsh.
Yeah.
So good things can happen.
Good things can happen
in
from
situations
altercations
like that.
at a sporting event.
But still, just don't be an idiot. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. More of your Freedom Friday topics next. Hey, you're running out of time, but there is still time to head out to Auto Center's Nissan Herculaneum. Take advantage of it's the Out of This World and Into Your Driveway event. It's going on throughout the month of August, but as you know, we're at the tail end here. It's August 29th. So head out to Herculaneum, Missouri to check out the over 1,000 vehicles that Auto Center's Nissan has in one massive location. I love the fact that when you go on to AutoCentersNissan.com and you look at some of the vehicles that they have there and you want to test drive that exact vehicle, well, that exact vehicle will be there for you in Herculaneum. We've all had experiences before where you go online, you find a car or truck or van that you like, and you go to the dealer location and they're like, ooh, yeah, no, we're actually getting that one in a couple of weeks. It's it's coming in from Cincinnati or whatever. Cincinnati's not that far of a drive, but you understand my point. When it comes to Auto Center's Nissan, they've already got the vehicles for you. They're already ready for you to test drive. So check them out. And right now, during the sales event, 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down, and no payments for 3 months in 2025 Rogues, Pathfinders, and Muranos, all built in the United States. If you're shopping used, they've got you covered there. 0 down and no payments for 3 months on a huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. Plus, every new Nissan comes with their exclusive lifetime warranty and their 30-day return promise only at Auto Center's Nissan. When you head out there this weekend, tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Center's Nissan, Herculaneum. We continue with our Freedom Friday conversation here in the Fast Line on 101 ESPN. Freedom Friday, dedicated to you, the listener. So if you want to hear us talk about a certain opinion you have, or you have a question for us, send it in 314-399-9646. That's the Air Comfort Service text line. With Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Carey is covering the Illini tonight as they open up their season against Western Illinois. So Carey will be back with us on Tuesday following the holiday. Marsh, take it away.
All right, from the 573, if you could change one thing about the Cardinals and Blues organization, could be anything, roster, stadium, management group, uniform, anything, what would it be and why?
Oh, one thing. I'll start with the Blues. I love the Enterprise Center very much. I would prefer it somewhere in the county. And I would prefer it to where the Blues could build around it, almost like a ballpark village, where you'd have the rink as the focal point with all sorts of restaurants and a designated area to tailgate for people where you can park. It's a special area.
I like that.
You could really create the fan experience. That's the one thing I would change. That's it. And because the rink itself is great. The upgrades that they've done and all the different things inside is wonderful.
Absolutely.
But I think that if you put that in the county somewhere and you basically made the whole area, like if it was Earth City, let's just say, I know it's not great, Earth City is very industrial, but it's almost perfect. Because you go in there, you can knock down some buildings, do whatever, and create your own little Blues fun area. And now you've got everything there and restaurants and that. And you also would have the amphitheaters close as well. So you could run shuttles from there. Like
Centene right there.
Centene's right there, the music park. Like you could really do it up.
Yeah.
So that would be my one thing for the Blues. For the Cardinals, we talk about it all the time, but just like be bold. Like enough of the tiptoeing through the tulips here. Like, be bold. Whether it's a Walker Buehler signing just because, or you go get, like, and I'm not talking about the Shohei Ohtanis. I know those guys will never be in the conversation when it comes time for the Cardinals, but put your balls on the line at times. Like, you don't have a pair of aces. You've got a king, queen, and you might but you push your chips in, like, maybe it'll hit.
Yeah.
Like every now and then, take the risk, and if you lose, you lose. Like if the player's no good or you don't get the player, whatever happens, and it's fine. But like at least be willing to put your name in there.
I think for the Cardinals, I would change. I don't necessarily want to change the ownership group because I think the DeWitts they love Cardinals baseball. They have built. They have built a really nice facility around Busch Stadium. Busch Stadium is beautiful.
Yeah, everything there is great.
But I would change their mindset on things. I would change the mindset to be way more transparent. I would hope that with the amount of, and I hate using this term because it just doesn't work this way when somebody says they have to be more humble. Like you have to figure that out on your own.
Yeah.
And we've all been there. I certainly have where I'm like, oh geez, I got to humble myself here.
Yeah, I need a glass of shut the heck up.
Exactly. But I would want that for them. I would want a little more awareness of how the way they do things is presented to the fan base. They become aware of how they say things. It's not landing well with the fan base.
No, it's not.
And their promotion of, different bobbleheads and things like that, it's no longer working. The fan base is fed up. They want good baseball. Take your bobbleheads, put them in a storage closet, and actually deliver something the fans are going to gravitate to. I don't even care if they spend more money. It's never been about spending more money. It's about spending the money that you do allocate to the franchise wisely. So I would kind of change that about this current ownership group. Become a little bit more humble, a lot more aware of how they're presenting themselves. I think the
awareness would probably be first in that one.
Sure.
Awareness, then maybe be a little more humble.
Yeah.
Because they're so unaware of, one, the way they message things, two, the way their president of baseball operations messages things. Like, if I'm the owner of the company and I'm trusting person X, Y, or Z to be the press conference person, the interview person, and they're talking like that, I'd be like, all right, hang on. You're good at your job, okay? And this is, assuming you're good. We're going to have somebody else handle all this stuff. Like, hey, Gershie, special projects guy. Because Gershie's well-spoken. Like, you're going to be the guy that deals with it, because this is not the message I want our fans to be hearing.
Right.
As you talk down to them, even though you don't think you are, the way it comes across is that you're above them and they just need to listen to you because you know more than they do.
Right. There's only two people, and I'm sure there's been more, but two people that come to my head right now that have gotten away with just kind of saying whatever the hell they wanted to either the fan base or the media. It's Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. Two guys that Bill Belichick didn't need it ever, didn't want to talk to him, but he won Super Bowls. And Nick Saban used to talk all the time through the media, which was a skill set that he had. But if he needed to say something, he was blunt with it, but he won national championships.
Yep.
So the fans were already bought in because they were. So you better win consistently if you want to kind of just downplay the importance of your messaging to the fans.
Well, just think about it. Go back 10 years ago and poll the audience. They were like, John Mozeliak, he's fine. Hey, he wears a bow tie. It's kind of funny, whatever. But hey, Cardinals are winning. They're in the playoffs every year. Like, then in the last 5 years, the temperature has really gone up. And as the temperature has risen, the messaging has gotten worse. Or it stayed the same and you've never changed.
Right.
And now people are like just done. They're done hearing about be patient.
Yep. Marsh?
Yeah, I'd change the Saturday jerseys. I'd bring back the old 1940s uniforms with the navy cap, red bill, the one that Stan the Man used to wear.
There you go.
With the red trimming on the sleeve, and then the piping down the middle. Cardinals logo on the chest with the black bat, different font, different birds. But it'd be like a throwback that you could wear on Saturday rather than the creams that they have now. I'm kind of over that. Also, actually, I would actually want to see them wear their baby blue uniforms at home.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I like those a lot.
I like to see them wear them at home. Just give me one game.
It really is for your fans, so that makes sense.
I understand. The powder blues.
Like each team travels
we're road
with
jerseys.
Each team travels with 2 or 3 sets of uniform.
Just wear the powder blues at home. Yeah. Just give me one. That's all I want.
Okay.
The Blues are doing fine. I like the Blues.
So nothing you would change. I think Jamie brought up a really good point about perhaps moving the venue.
Yeah, the only reason why I don't want that to happen is because if I were to ever maybe do a day-night doubleheader.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tough drive. I like just walking down the street. And I've done those before.
You are somebody that has partaken in bouncing to venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say maybe the Blues and Cardinals get together and buy a massive piece of real estate and put 2 stadiums and do the whole thing, but there's been way too much money invested in Ballpark Village and all of the condos and things that they've got going on down
I'd rather them take that money and spend it on their roster.
That'd be nice.
No, the Cardinals, they'd want the fans to pay for it. You're going to buy us a new stadium.
This is your fault. More Freedom Friday topics next here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Jimmy Crooks and Cesar Prieto have been called up. From Memphis, Alec Burleson has been placed on the 10-day IL with right wrist inflammation, and Joel Pozo has been played on the 7-day concussion list. The Cardinals will take on the Cincinnati Reds tonight. Matthew Liberatore on the mound as the Cardinals will play in Cincinnati at Great American Ballpark. First pitch tonight is at 5:40. We will continue Freedom Friday, so continue sending in your text messages. Get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Freedom Friday continues next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga
Heating and Cooling,
a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Freedom Friday with Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh, and Anthony Stalter. Carey is in Champaign for the Illinois and Western Illinois game.
But we have Harry with us.
We do have Harry with us.
do.
It's the little puppy dog.
Call it the Fastlane mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Harry is a
Australian Shepherd. Most popular dog breed in Missouri.
Apparently not.
2024.
March, what's our next Freedom Friday topic?
All right, we get a question from the 636. Are the Dallas Cowboys going to be the Cincinnati Bengals of the NFC?
Oh, my gosh. Anthony.
I don't think so.
Let me just say a couple things here, okay?
Sure.
Please. And they're really not football related. Did you watch that presser of Jerry and Stephen Jones?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jerry Jones, first of all, he's the guy we talk about all the time. He takes the ball and never gives it back. He's talked the whole time. And Stephen sits there trying to act serious, like he's a real football person. Neither of them has a clue of what the hell they're doing when it comes to football. Neither of them.
Yeah.
But they're sitting there like they are the best executives in all of sports.
Bob. Yeah.
And then I couldn't believe what I heard. You're talking about one of the best defensive players right now. Maybe one of the best defensive players of all time when all's said and done.
Michael Parsons?
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, you should probably get the name right, too.
He's done that a couple of times now.
Micah Parsons. I didn't do that. Jerry did. Probably a Hall of Famer. Okay? And you're sitting there bragging about getting the defensive tackle to stop the run.
Right.
Like, if they could have said that one more time, well, we really targeted this guy, got to stop the run. You know, we were terrible against the run last year, so when we were doing this shopping, we really wanted to get inside defensive guy. Really? So you traded one of the best defensive players in the league over the last 4 years, by the way, a double-digit sacks 4 years in a row, and you traded that guy for a 30-year-old inside defensive tackle because you got to try and stop the run a little bit better.
Yeah.
And that's what you're selling your fan base? I was like, I couldn't believe they kept saying it over and over and over and over. What are we doing here? Now, he did say something that was intriguing. I don't know how much it pertains to this year, but once the season's over, they do have 4 first-round picks over the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And Jerry did say something that actually made some sense. He said, we may not use all these picks. We may package these picks and go get a Pro Bowl type player, an all-star type player. So they might not be in a full rebuild if you can do that and go get a guy.
Yeah.
But you still traded away a generational talent because you needed that guy on the inside to stop the run.
Right. And that, of course, was not the case. I'd almost be, well, whatever. The other thing,
talk, Anthony.
That stood out. The whole Kenny Clark thing. We got to stop the run. Okay, well, now you also have to generate a pass rush, and your pass rush is now in Green Bay, so that's an issue. But to make it sound like that Kenny Clark was the key to this is ridiculous. And look, Kenny Clark at one point, a couple of years ago, was one of the better defensive tackles in the league. Aaron Donald obviously being number 1 and Chris Jones being number 2. But Kenny Clark was, probably a top 5 defensive tackle. I don't think he's that anymore, but he's a solid player. It's a good get, but stop acting like this was the key cog. The other thing that people have also pointed out now is that if you go back to 2018 when the Bears acquired Khalil Mack from the Raiders got a 2019 first-round pick, which they turned into Josh Jacobs, a 2020 first-round pick, as well as a 2019 sixth-round pick, a 2020 third-round pick. So they got a prospect haul, essentially, a draft pick cornucopia. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be in a bit of a rebuild here, why not, instead of getting Kenny Clark, why don't you get a couple of other draft picks? 2 first-rounders.
They got to stop the run.
A couple of thirds. Right, because you got to stop the run. Don't worry, they'll stop the run, and then they'll just give up a bunch of passing yards as well.
I think that's where the question comes in, because Dallas's offense is intriguing to me. They have the 2 wide receivers. Bengals also 2 wide receivers.
Right.
You have the quarterback that can sling it, but you don't have a defense.
Right.
So I wonder if they'll become a team that has to outscore their problems, essentially, because they don't have Micah Parsons. Bengals, same thing.
I don't know if they're going to be able to outscore their problems. Like they got some talent, but it's not like they got the greatest show on turf out there.
I get the comp from the passing game, no running game, and no defense. I understand that. Brian Schottenheimer's calling plays. So that's kind of where things stop.
Yeah.
If you're Matt Eberflus, too, and you just got the gig as the defensive guy, how you cannot be happy that one of the greatest weapons in all of football is now gone.
Right.
And Stephen Jones had the nerve, talking to Matt Eberflus, and we know how he's going to scheme up. There's ways you can scheme to put pressure on the quarterback.
I have heard that before. It's mostly from teams that don't have a pass rush and never have a pass rush. You're going to scheme it up.
Yeah.
You're going to scheme up anything.
Do you think the Cowboys are trying to be bad? Like,
no.
Look at their head coach that they brought in, Matt Eberflus. Didn't work in Chicago. Are they trying to be bad so they can get a high draft pick?
It's Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones thinking they know football, and they don't. It's like their own personal little game. Like they're playing Madden as the GM. That's what they're doing.
And Jerry Jones, too, you saw this in that Netflix documentary. He's somebody that really wants to, be loyal to the players and kind of save them. You saw this with Charles Haley. Mm-hmm. I've got your back, Charles. That's the first thing Jerry Jones said to him. I think Jerry wants to have that connection with his head coach, but he also wants that head coach to allow him to be a part of the football thing, the football process. He doesn't just want to. If he was just a businessman, holy smokes. I mean, he's gotten in his own way for decades now, and he still has developed the greatest or most profitable team in
I think
sports.
they're valued more than any other franchise.
Yeah, but he is so desperate to be a part of the football process that he gets in his own way.
217 says, whoa. Only the Jets owner is using Madden in the real NFL.
Oh, that's right. By the way, here's an interesting fact I found on Twitter, and it's kind of weird. It pertains to the Packers. Mm-hmm. They said the Packers got Reggie White. Brett Favre won the Super Bowl at age 27. Following that. Then the Packers got Charles Woodson. Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl at age 27.
Wow.
Packers get Micah Parsons. Jordan Love is 27.
Wow. They are the number 2 team in the NFC right now. They're the number 2 team.
So it was Lions, Packers, Eagles?
I would probably go Eagles, and you can eliminate probably. I would go Eagles. What? I would go Packers, and then I would go...
I don't know who you are anymore.
Probably the Lions, and then the Niners.
You lost me already.
Bucks.
I don't want to hear your crap anymore.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
How do you think this plays out for the Packers in the long run?
Quite well.
Okay.
So Jordan Love, he signed kind
How
of
old's Parsons? 25?
25, 26.
4 years?
He's 26.
He's going to be 30 years old at the end of this deal. This works out fine for the Packers.
They're buying his prime years.
Yeah.
So they will have to pay Jordan Love again. Well, they don't have to pay him for a while. They don't have to pay him until he's 30, which is 2028. So they're fine. Don't forget, this is a team that is usually not active in free agency.
Mm-hmm. No.
I have always appreciated the Packers' approach. The Packers fans grow tired of it, but they strike when the iron's hot. And they've got a player in Micah Parsons now who added to that front seven is outstanding. I mean, the other thing I think, if you're going to criticize Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, criticize him mostly for trading this guy in the conference to a team.
Well, and at the time that they traded him, because they could have traded him in the spring and used those first-round draft picks.
Yes.
At least one of them this past year.
Absolutely. If you're going to trade him to the AFC.
Right.
Or trade him to like a team that thinks it's a contender and is really not. You know, to get him out of the conference.
Yeah.
But no, they handed him to Green Bay. The team, by the way, that went into Dallas 2 years ago.
Right.
And waxed them.
Yeah.
So that I think should be the biggest criticism.
It's an interesting move inside the conference, but it's also interesting that, like, they really didn't maximize the trade. Like, they just didn't. Like, there's other players of lesser value that got more in trades in the past in these situations.
Right.
And Jerry and Steven got so focused on getting the defensive tackle, I think, that they got blinded by the fact that they could have got a bigger haul probably from somewhere else.
And that goes to Marsh's point about the timing.
Yeah.
Who for you is under the most pressure this season in the NFC? Is it the Eagles? Is it the Packers?
It's a team.
Or is it the Lions?
Well, I think the
Lions are under a lot of pressure.
Like, this is their window.
Wow,
and they haven't taken advantage of it.
And watching, I've talked about this before, when you watch that quarterback, this season 2 of quarterback, and when they're following Goff, you're like, this team had something special a year ago that lost to Washington. In terms of overall pressure, I would say the team that really is at a crossroads, and I don't know if there's any team outside of maybe the Lions that's seriously at a crossroads. The Eagles just won the Super Bowl. The Cowboys, the expectations are now low. Washington is the new kid to the party, so it's not the expectations aren't sky high. I've been saying this for a while now. Pump the brakes on the Bears.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of hearing about that.
Allow Caleb Williams to mature under Ben Johnson. I think they're going to be fine. It's just going to take. I think it's going to take a little while. Minnesota's in transition. Detroit, I think, is under the most pressure.
I absolutely agree with that.
Because your team was a Super Bowl contender the last 2 years.
And you've lost your OC, your DC.
Correct.
You don't know what it's going to look like this year. And now the Packers just got stronger. The Eagles are a strong team. This is not getting easier.
Well, and let's just say, the Bears figure it out. Maybe not this year. Maybe it's next year. They figure it out. And who knows what, we talked about J.J. McCarthy. If he hits, that's another scary team.
Sure.
So I think the NFC North, in terms of storylines and whatnot, is going to be the most intriguing and maybe the most fun to watch this upcoming season.
I agree. More your Sports Six-Pack, your Freedom Friday topics next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. about 10 minutes, we'll have the Gauntlet. It's a fast lane on 101 ESPN, but still got some time for some Freedom Friday topics. This is where you can choose the topic. It's your show. We do this on the last Friday of every month. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. Marsh, go ahead.
From the 217, who were your favorite broadcasters / play-by-play guys growing up?
Oh, wow. Well, Bob Cole was awesome for Hockey Night in Canada. He was fantastic. Just great. It's like a soundtrack of my life, kind of. Every Saturday night be Hockey Night in Canada, and you know, Bob Cole doing the game was kind of cool. And then the intermissions, they always had Ron McLean and Don Cherry on there, and Don Cherry was quite the personality. I mean, he was kind of like John Madden, you know, loud and, you know, just he was opinionated, very opinionated, and it was almost like appointment television.
Yeah.
Like you knew the first intermission was coming up. Like you didn't go to the bathroom and grab something to eat. You sat there and watched, you know, Coach's Corner, they called it, with Don Cherry. So those would be the ones for me, like for as far as growing up, those are the ones I remember the most.
From a play-by-play standpoint, I'd have to go John Madden and Pat Summerall. Pat Summerall, just his voice is so iconic, and John Madden, the older I got, the more I realized, like, oh, it's just not the guy in the video game. He's not only a legendary head coach, but somebody that knows football inside and out.
Yeah.
So those two guys, I think, would be, when I was younger for football, I would say John Miller and Joe Morgan for the Sunday Night Baseball team.
I'm John Miller alongside Joe Morgan.
So those guys from a childhood standpoint when I was younger for baseball. Not a play-by-play guy, but anytime I see Chris Berman and Tom Jackson, like those guys took me back to my childhood too. Like just the prime time, the highlight. I used to love the Sunday night highlight wrap-up show with the music.
Oh, they were great.
It's
great.
Love that. Yeah.
My favorite hockey-wise would be Jim Hewson.
Oh, yeah, that's a blast from the past.
And Doc Emmerich.
Yes.
The best, in my opinion. Love Brad Nessler, college football.
No kidding.
Brad Nessler.
Okay. Hi, I'm Brad Nessler.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ann Arbor.
He was the guy for the video game when I played growing up for NCAA. So loved his voice. I agree with you baseball-wise. It was definitely John Miller and Joe Morgan. There was something about that group that made that game much bigger than what I think Sunday Night Baseball is now.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Yeah, we're getting a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and look, so you have to understand that Anthony and I are not from St. Louis. So when you talk about growing up, like our broadcasters are different because, you know, Lisa obviously has Jack Buck, Mike Shannon, of course.
Yeah.
You know, you hear these guys. Now, I had the pleasure of hearing Mike Shannon for many, many years while living in St. Louis. And he was always entertaining. Mike Shannon, honestly, I mean, you just never knew, right? You just don't know what's going to happen next. He was awesome. I enjoyed him very much. Joe Buck, too, for me. Some people have it out for Joe Buck, you know, for whatever reason. I like him. I think
Joe Buck's awesome.
I think he does a fantastic job. Not many people can call several different sports, and he does that pretty seamlessly, too. And obviously he's on the biggest one, which is Monday Night Football with Troy Aikman. So, but yeah, so we're getting a lot of those things there. Kevin Harlan. I mean, you don't think
Kevin Harlan.
You can't have this conversation without that name.
Now, Kevin Harlan, I would include, like, if you were to ask me who's my favorite now, Kevin Harlan. Yeah, Kevin Harlan's incredible.
You remember when he called 2 games at once?
Yes.
What?
He's what? He is the best.
Didn't he call 2 games at once?
Go ahead, Marcel.
I believe it was one of the final weeks of the NFL season. Couldn't tell you what year it was, but he was basically giving play-by-play for 2 different games because both games were impactful for the playoff scenario, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had like a screen in front of him or something.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, just because there was some sort of there's like playoff ramifications or something.
That's talent.
We had him on at one point.
Yeah,
I was about to say I can't remember what show it was, but he told it because I asked him. I said, do you practice? Do you how do you become? His descriptions are just incredible. And he said that he literally will drive down the road and will talk in his car about what he's seeing. It could be the stoplight, right? But the more descriptive that he becomes.
What's it called? Training your brain, right?
Yeah. He's the best.
That's pretty cool.
We had a text from Rusty, and I'm so mad at myself for not thinking of these two dudes. But Gary Thorne and Bill Clement. Oh my!
I never thought Bill Clement was that good. He kind of annoyed me.
I don't know. I liked him because he was great. Well, Gary Thorne's awesome. I like Bill Clement just because that was the duo. So I just, typically, like when I like broadcasters, I like the duo because I think they work well off of each other.
Absolutely.
But Gary Thorne, when his call for Raymond Bork hoisting the Stanley Cup for the first time, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
We're getting. I mean, there's so many. Like Splashback Dude says, Vern Lundquist is a great one.
Jim Nance.
Jim Nance.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of Joe Bucks and Jack Bucks. Let's see. Darth 007, Robert Cosell, Madden, Marv Albert. Marv Albert's great for basketball. Bob Costas. These are, you really can't go wrong.
There's a lot of really great broadcasters that we as sports fans have been, blessed to
certainly
have on our TV or radio.
I used to like, when it came to like the NBA Finals too, who's it, Huey Brown? Used to do all the NBA Final games. Former coach. I think it's Huey Brown.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Anyways. I did. I looked at Jamie. He's like, I don't gotcha.
Man. Yeah, there's a lot of
Euchre, Droid FX.
Oh, yeah, Bob Euchre,
Bob Euchre.
But we remember the question started what you grew up
with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. All right, good stuff there. We got the Gauntlet coming up next. Oh, Vin Scully. Jeez, Vin Scully.
Well, did you grow up with Vin outside of World Series games?
No. Nope. No, if I'm going just growing up, it would be the guys I mentioned. Madden and Summerall, John Miller, and Joe Morgan. And then if I'm going non-play-by-plays and just my childhood, Berman, Tom Jackson.
Do you think, before we get to the Gauntlet, do you think the games now, do they, and I mentioned this for Sunday Night Baseball, but do they feel, because there's a transition period that is somewhat happening, do you feel that the games feel as big as they did back then? Or is it because, if not, is it because that you are tied to a certain broadcaster?
I think you can consume so much more of every sport now that's what's made it change. Like when I talk about Hockey Night in Canada, the Saturday night game, like everybody in Canada was tuned in, 8 p.m. puck drop. You got the theme song, and like that was it.
Right.
Now you got hockey every night of the week.
Yeah.
So like Hockey Night in Canada, it's still Hockey Night in Canada. It's still big-ish.
Right.
But it's not like, so some of the national telecasts, I think, have suffered with like the intensity or how big the game is.
Well, yeah, for me, like Doc Emmerich was the guy that called Stanley Cup final games, and now it just doesn't feel the same because, one, they have two separate broadcasts alternating every year. So you either have Sean McDonough or Kenny Albert.
Right.
And those guys are,
good.
They do a good job, but they're no Doc Emmerich. It just feels a little bit different.
Yeah.
I will say for baseball, though, I think Joe Davis does a great job in filling in for Joe Buck.
Yeah, I do too.
On baseball, I think he does a great job.
By the way, Gator, and I think we should end with this, Andrew Marsh on Maryville Saints.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, the Saints are starting up here in the next month, so I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Go Saints.
All right, it's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Gauntlet next.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
4:02, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Time for the Gauntlet, which we bring in a listener. It's Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
What's up, Stalter? How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. You ready to go today? Do you want to take on Marsh, Jamie, or me?
Well, the reason I'm playing today, Marsh was nice enough to let me play. My brother loved the fast lane and everything about it, and he passed away a few months ago, so I'm just, wanting to play today for his sake, and his favorite sport was hockey, so I want to take on Jamie today.
Well, first and foremost, Andrew, we're so sorry to hear about the loss of your brother, and love that you're playing today in honor of him, and I think we'll send Jamie to the cone of silence right now. Maybe you'll send him to the penalty box.
Yeah, you never know, right? Well, Andrew, again, sorry about your brother, and good luck today.
Thank you, sir.
Andrew, what was your brother's name?
Will.
Will. All right. All right, Andrew, go ahead, tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, Marshy.
All right, so you're hoping for hockey, or are you not hoping for hockey? You just wanted Jamie.
I just wanted Jamie, because if it's hockey, I'm screwed.
I never know.
It's not hockey today, gentlemen.
Oh, good. Was there a category that you were hoping for then, Andrew?
Random.
Marsh?
It's not random either.
Oh.
It is baseball.
Baseball.
All right, that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well, good. Thank you, Marsh. All right, got the launch codes here. Each question, Andrew, is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, question 1. On Tuesday night, Bobby Witt Jr. became the youngest player in Royals franchise history to reach 100 home runs. Whose record did he break?
Royals. I'm going to need the option.
Carlos Beltran, Salvador Perez, or George Brett?
I was thinking George Brett to begin with. Let's go George Brett.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Question number 2. Major League Baseball last went down the realignment road in the year of?
Realignment. Let's see. The Rays came in, I believe, in like 98. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I'm going to go 1998.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right, question number 3, Andrew. Identify the only player in the Oakland A's franchise history to post a 30-30 season.
Only player. I think the obvious answer comes to stolen bases, Ricky Henderson. I'm going to need the options again for this one.
Ricky Henderson, Marcus Semien, or Jose Canseco?
Oh, Jose Canseco. Final answer.
Question number 4. Can you tell us the Hall of Famer who went by the nickname of the Iron Horse?
Iron Horse. Well, shoot or shoot, right? So Iron Horse, that sounds like either longevity or multiple games or consecutive games. Iron Horse. Let's just go with Cal Ripken Jr.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Jamie from the Cone of Silence. Andrew, how you feeling?
I don't know. Maybe some Raising Cane's will make me feel better.
That a baby. We always appreciate that, Raising Cane's, no doubt.
Of course.
Jamie.
Yeah, good.
Yep. Jamie's back from the Cone of Silence. How you feeling, Jamie?
Good. I got a nice surprise.
Oh.
Mike Ryder joined me, and I thought usually when Ryder gives us our out time, it's kind of like his, hey, I'm headed home for the day.
You've been here all day.
So I was sitting in there, and then I got a chance to hang out with Mike for a little bit, so that was nice.
Oh, so that was the surprise.
Yeah, Mike is the
I
surprise.
thought he gave you a gift or something.
No, the gift of his presence.
Of course.
What?
Ready?
Sure.
Baseball is your
Yeah, I
category.
love baseball.
All right. Question 1.
Yeah.
Marshy?
Pack a lunch.
Okay.
On Tuesday night, Bobby Witt Jr. became the youngest player in Royals franchise history to reach 100 home runs. Whose record did he break?
Options.
Carlos Beltran, Salvador Perez, or George Brett?
Wow. I'm going to go with George Brett. Final answer.
Question number 2. Major League Baseball last went down the realignment road in the year of?
Options.
1993, 1995, or 1998?
Realignment. 98. Final answer.
All right. Identify the only player in athletics franchise history to post a 30-30 season.
Well, Canseco had a 40-40 season, so I'd say be probably Jose Canseco, right? Because he would have got to 30-30, and he might be the only guy that's done that, but then he went on to do 40-40 club. Jose Canseco, final answer.
Question number 4. Can you tell us the Hall of Famer who went by the nickname of the Iron Horse?
Options.
Options are Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, or Willie Stargell.
The Iron Horse. Willie Stargell, final answer. I feel like I would know if it was one of the other two. Man, I'm not going to lie, guys. Don't feel great right now. Don't feel great at all. Although, did Ricky
You
Henderson...
and I both, Jamie.
Did Ricky Henderson hit 30 bombs? No. All right, anyways. Pitter patter, let's get at her.
See how you did. On Tuesday night, Bobby Witt Jr. became the youngest player in Royals franchise history to reach 100 home runs. Whose record did he break? Jamie, with the option, said George Brett. Andrew also said George Brett. Correct answer is
former Cardinal Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran.
Man.
0-0 tie. Major League Baseball last went down the realignment. Actually, no, we're going to hold on that. Can you tell us the Hall of Famer who went by the nickname of the Iron Horse? Andrew, without the option, said Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh.
Jamie, with the option, said Willie Stargell. Correct answer is
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig was the Iron Horse. Lou
Stay
Gehrig.
hot.
0-0 tie. Identify the only player in athletics franchise history to post a 30-30 season. You both said Jose Canseco. Correct answer is?
It is Jose Canseco.
But Jamie did not use the options. Andrew did. So Jamie's up 2-1.
Good job, Jamie.
Comes down to this. Major League Baseball last went down the realignment road in the year of... You both said 1998.
Oh.
But Andrew did not use the options.
What?
Jamie did.
What?
So if it's 1998, we get a walk-off.
Wow.
It's literally any other year.
Without the options.
Jamie wins.
98. All right.
Andrew.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Not today.
Correct answer is...
Well, the sheet says 1995.
But it's actually...
I don't know. I mean, it could
Houston did go to the AL in
2013.
2010. So
that's why I thought. That's why I took the options. I was like, so I tried to pick the latest date because I'm like, well, maybe my years are screwed up.
Well, either way, neither of you got it right. So that question, we could just throw that out.
All right.
Jamie wins 2-1 today over Andrew. Sorry, Andrew.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I still had fun. It was a good time, and thanks for everything that you guys do, helping people get their mind off things and being as entertaining as hell on the airwaves. I'll say that.
Well, we appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you so much. Again, sorry so much to hear about Will, but we're glad that you got an opportunity to play today, and we always appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right. Likewise. You guys have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Take care.
See you. All right, that was Andrew here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew's the one that always drops off Racing Canes for us on Dunk's birthday every year, so we appreciate Andrew.
Yeah, that realignment question had me because I knew that Houston moved, but I didn't know if they considered that just one move to be a realignment or
it's technically realignment. Yeah. So
was it 2013?
Who's writing these questions?
I thought it was 2013.
Let me goggle it.
Yeah, I think it's...
Not that I need to really... It doesn't make a difference now, but just my curiosity.
Your curiosity's got your cat. 2013.
There we go.
Well, the 636 says 1995 is correct. That added a third division and created the wild card playoff spot. You know, this question's confusing.
I mean, technically realignment. I mean, you did realign things.
Yeah.
By sending Houston to
by
the
one team
American
is
League.
Changing,
Ipso facto, Jamie won.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I was the Jose Canseco one. I was like,
that was good, man.
Well, he's the only. I think he's the only guy, the only outfielder. Or he's one of a small club for the 40-40 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I knew, I was like, but then I was like, damn, did Ricky Henderson in it? But then Jose would have still been the answer.
Nice job, Jamie. Nice job. Jamie avoids the penalty box. He wins a defensive struggle today, 2-1 over Andrew. Before we get back into our Freedom Friday, Marsh has got some What's Trending topics next on 101 ESPN.
topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks. Just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Marsh, if I could.
Yeah, you have your hand up.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But Eddie Money 100 in the snake pit is to bring the guy back. Talking about the gauntlet, bring Andrew back. This gauntlet sure has problems sometimes. LOL. Eddie Money also said this was a bad question. You didn't even have the right answer. Jamie just got back. He spoke with Mike Ryder. The people who are responsible for these questions have been fired.
Yeah. We're not at liberty to discuss the names yet, but they're no longer here.
But Eddie Money 100, you're welcome. You've done a great job.
Well, we were just a little pissed off that it's been twice in 1 week.
It is frustrating.
Yeah.
We are just as frustrated as you are.
Yeah. So the win will still count for Jamie, and this matter has been dealt with internally.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, what's trending, guys? Of course, with Anthony, you, and Jamie, and Harry, of course.
Harry's been good.
Harry, the Australian Shepherd.
Good boy.
Typically, you don't see dogs sit in one spot for almost an hour. Unless they're sleeping.
I got a dog at the house, and Marcia, you've met, I think, Kaiser, the gray dog.
Yeah, Kaiser, and then the other one, the one that I want to steal.
Nala.
Nala, yeah. There's going to be a day where she's gone.
She's a cutie.
Just know that she'll be at my house.
She's a cutie. Now, she's got more energy than life itself, Anthony. But Kaiser, we actually, we refer to him more as furniture than a dog. Now, he's a Weimaraner. You think most of those dogs are high energy.
He's an old soul.
He's a very old soul. He'll sit there and not move and won't be asleep, mind you. He'll just sit there and stare. I'm like, I wonder what's going on in that head of his. Like, what's he doing right now? A little bit of drool comes out of this guy's mouth. I'm like, what's going on? Anyways, as you were, Marcy.
All right, Mizzou, 61-6 over Central Arkansas, as you like to call him, Anthony. 61-6. We get a question from the 314. How much stock are you putting into that Mizzou win? And thoughts on the quarterback situation that occurred yesterday?
Well, I'll just go quickly because you're more the football guy. The quarterback situation sorted itself out, unfortunately, at the expense of Sam Horn. That I don't like to see anybody go through that. As far as Mizzou's concerned, like, as a person that I like Mizzou, I thought it was an okay game to watch. Like, if you're a Mizzou fan, you like the outcome. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, when I watch Mizzou, even last night against a team that's not any good, clearly.
Yeah.
When I watched them, they look like they're still going to be the little brother of the big teams in the SEC. Like when I watch Prieto play quarterback, he had a nice night. He really did against a really bad team. But he had a nice night. But I'm watching him, and I'm like, he's not going to be able to do that stuff against Georgia, against Bama. It's just not going to happen. So, although I'm not I'm not trying to be negative about this, I'm also not going to sit here and look at that game and put any stock at all into it.
You can't. You can't. I've been here before. I've done this before with Mizzou, where I have broken down in detail their first opponent and talk about, well, hey, I know it's the opponent's weak and blah, 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 but look, there's some things that we can talk about here. There's not. The Central Arkansas is a blood donor. They treated him like a blood donor. They won 61-6, which they should have won 61-6. Kansas will be a decent test for them next week. Louisiana, not so much. South Carolina is a legit test. South Carolina beat Mizzou, obviously, last year in the final seconds in Columbia. South Carolina, not Columbia, Missouri. Other than that, UMass is not a test. Alabama certainly is. And then we get into some of their other SEC games. That last night, they did what they were supposed to do. That's it. That's all that's it. Done.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, obviously, that Sam Horn out indefinitely now because of a leg injury. I mean, devastating injury for him. I feel for the kid. Battled back, He's in the midst of a camp battle, and he was going to be the starter, and now it looks like it's going to be he's going to be out for a long time.
Yeah. A few other games played last night. Out of the games that you watched, were there any teams that shocked you for better or for worse?
Last night?
Yeah.
Well, I think Boise State losing to South Florida. Boise State was all about, and I get it, they should have been. Boise State was all about, we are more than Ashton Genty. But when your quarterback is completing passes at fewer than 60% a year ago, being a huge question mark, and you don't have Genty now, you go on the road and lose to a South Florida team that I think is a little better than people think, but a little better than people think is still relative, considering that they're nowhere close to the top 25 team. Boise State is done. You were a fringe top 25 team to begin with.
Yeah.
You had a great run last year, in large part because of Ashton Genty, and now you got waxed by South Florida yesterday. So I think that one stuck out because, as always, there's going to be a top 25 team that falls in the opening round, in the opening week. Other than that, I didn't think it was a great night for the Big Ten. If you're an Illinois fan like our guy T-Bone and obviously Carey, you got to feel kind of good about what you saw last night. I mean, that Minnesota-Buffalo game, Minnesota won 23-10. That was a slog. Now, they did play a MAC opponent, and MAC opponent's going to show up. Just like Ohio did in a 34-31 loss to Rutgers, but Rutgers gives up 31, again to a MAC opponent, though. Nebraska barely edged out Cincinnati. And Wisconsin, you can only hang 17 on Miami of Ohio. Again, another MAC opponent, but...
I got a question for you guys.
Not a great night for the Big Ten.
This has nothing to do with the scores of the game or even any plays. And I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'll just ask you. The quarterback for Wisconsin, what's his name?
Wisconsin's QB is O'Neal?
No.
Are you thinking of Nebraska's quarterback, Raiola?
Raiola, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Patrick Mahomes, too.
What are we doing here?
Yeah,
Like,
Dylan Raiola.
He's got to be, 20, 21 years old?
He's young, yeah.
Okay. At what point do you stop trying to impersonate somebody? I don't like this guy. Like, I want him to fail.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, but this is what he's done to me. I'm watching all this. It's so many videos. I'm like, why the hell are they showing Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, he loves Mahomes.
And then, no, but they were showing him.
Yeah.
And then he loves Mahomes, and he's got the shades, the haircut, the little chin goatee, all the stuff. He wears the backpack the same way. And then last night I saw something that almost made me puke.
Do tell.
Puke. He's sitting there, makes a play, and does the Patrick Mahomes, this one here, and like the little hand gestures, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, enough. If I'm the coach, I'm cutting him right there. One, you're not Patrick Mahomes. Two, you never will be. Three, be your own person, bro.
That's the key.
It's time.
Yeah.
Like if he was 15, 16, playing high school football, 17, hey, it's fun. Hey, it's like, look, that guy looks like Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he's emulating his favorite player. How cute. Now it's just freaking weird.
Yeah.
At this point, it's weird. And I don't like it. I want him cut.
Oh, man, that's his idol.
It's his kid.
He's just a kid.
He's a kid.
It's Mahomes' kid?
No, it's not.
Oh, my God, Anthony.
I meant to say,
did you just break news?
He's a kid, and that's his guy.
I'd be tough. I don't think Patrick's quite old enough yet.
Look, you're absolutely right, though, Jamie.
It is weird.
Be your own kid. Be your own guy.
Be your own guy at this point. Like, if you went through that in high school, fine. But when you got recruited now to play for Nebraska, like, don't go with the same haircut, the same little chin music, beard. Like, and then all the mannerisms on the field.
The Viper shades.
Like, enough.
In high school, I think
I'm his teammates, I'm breaking his shades. I'm like, you know what? We're ending this now.
I think that high school's the cutoff.
Yes.
High school, you go to college, be your own person. Yeah. Not great. All right. Dead it, Marshy?
Yep. I think the lesson here is
be your own person.
Be your own person and never look up to somebody.
No, you can. Just, you don't have, like, be yourself, though. Don't be them, or don't be what you think they are.
Yeah. Be yourself.
Just be yourself.
That had to be,
Soundgarden.
In all honesty, though, that had to be a cool moment for him to be playing on the same field as himself, you know?
Oh, boy. Yeah, definitely.
Meeting himself.
That's just weird.
So Mahomes, Kelsey, and Mrs. Swifty Kelsey were all there last night.
They were.
In Cincinnati. He's watching himself. You got that right, Jamie?
Yeah, he is. I'm done.
Well, we know, though, I
can't stand that kid.
You're not supposed to interact with yourself.
Right.
Otherwise, it could cause...
Oh, it's a butterfly effect thing.
Well, you got to be
paradox
careful.
or, branch timeline.
Sure.
And you got to be careful where you interact with yourself. That I can tell you.
You're thinking of something different, Jamie. We've got more Freedom Friday topics next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals welcome Jimmy Crooks and Cesar Prieto to the big squad as they were called up from Memphis. Alec Burleson placed on the 10-day IL with right wrist inflammation. Joel Pozo has been placed on the 7-day concussion list. The Cardinals take on the Cincinnati Reds tonight with Matthew Liberatore on the mound. First pitch is at 5:40. It is Freedom Friday, so get your Freedom Friday topics into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll continue Freedom Friday next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Keep this Freedom Friday rolling in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN with Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Carey Davis covering the Illini tonight. So he'll be back with us on Tuesday following our holiday break. Marshy,
yes.
You've got the next question for the Freedom Friday.
All right, from the 636, which of the four major sports has the healthiest league?
So in terms of profitability, Marsh, what do you think? Profitability,
maybe we can
popularity.
We can split it up into categories if we want to do that. We've done that before.
I think popularity, it's still the NFL. I think profitability. What do you think, Jamie? NFL?
The healthiest?
Yeah. That's why I asked if we're talking about.
So I would say.
Or future outlook?
Say the NFL would be first. I don't know. The NBA, the ratings were down, all that stuff. I don't know if the NBA is in a great spot. I don't know if they aren't either.
Yeah, you're right, though. The NBA, the one that gets me, the one that I think is most polarizing is baseball. Because you'll listen to people that will talk about how baseball's never been in a better spot. The ratings are up. Right. The ratings are up. It's profitable, this, that, and the other thing, right? Like, it's great that the teams that are good are really good. Then you dive a little bit deeper and come to find out that the majority of people that say baseball is in an unbelievable spot are either Dodger fans, Phillies fans, Yankees fans, Mets fans.
You're right.
Or, who am I missing?
Braves.
Brewers.
Maybe.
Padres, like they're fans of those teams.
Yeah.
For us here in St. Louis, or half the league, baseball's never been worse.
I think baseball's terrible, to be honestly. Like, not the sport, but I think they're in
the sport of baseball's great. The Major League Baseball as a whole, Carey. Not great.
I agree. And you have the same teams every year that are at the top of the food chain, and you have the same teams every year that seem like they're not trying. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not a healthy league. It's not. I do think the NHL is probably second place behind the NFL.
Me too.
The product is growing. Mm-hmm. They're talking about expansion again. The Four Nations put them on the map pretty good for, international type tournament. Now the Olympics is really going to help them as well. The salary cap is going up. Players are making more money each year. The buildings are selling out better. Their TV deals are getting better. So I think hockey's in a good spot. I really do. I think for me it would go NFL, NHL, and then I'll go NBA just because of the massive amounts of revenue the league does make internationally, too, for that matter. And I go baseball in fourth place just because there's really no friggin' parity. Mm-hmm. There's just not a chance. And I know some of the basketball teams at the bottom are terrible too, but it's not always the same teams. Mm-hmm. Like every year you can count on the bottom two teams in every division to be right there in the bottom of their division.
Mm-hmm. I've always wondered why, and I understand why, because hockey is an expensive sport comparative to the other sports, but the people that haven't watched hockey that end up getting into hockey love it. I don't know why it's not more popular. It's a great sport.
But here's the thing.
Always action.
I'll tell you why it's not as popular as it should be. People who are new to hockey find it difficult to watch it on TV.
I understand
following the puck, following the players, knowing the strategies, why is the whistle going, the blue line, the red line, the
whole
icing. Oh my God, those guys can fight. Like it's very foreign. So I always tell people, if you don't like hockey, do me a favor though. Go watch a live game. Go watch a live game. Sit, if you can afford it, of course, sit in the lower bowl and watch how fast this sport is. Watch the contact and the skill. And that's where people get hooked.
Yeah.
Is they watch the sport in real time and go, wow, that's something else.
Yeah.
And when you're watching on TV, as good as the coverage is, the announcers, the this, the that, the other, whatever, great camera angles, it's still, you don't feel that.
I actually think hockey is the best out of the four major sports live. I think hockey's the best live.
Football actually might be the worst.
Football's the worst.
Yeah.
And I love football. It is the worst sport to watch live.
Baseball's...
But baseball, you're outside. It's warm.
Yeah,
beers.
Right.
It becomes an event that you do hopefully on a nice day.
Well, it's a little bit quicker now too with the pitch clock.
A little bit quicker.
Whatnot.
They got some other thing, But football,
yeah, it can be slow.
One, I want to see all the games. Two, not a lot of action. I mean, they've done the math on this. In football, you actually see like 11 minutes of the actual game or something. But on TV, football, hands down, is the best sport, period, end of story. Go fast lane yourself.
Yeah.
Hockey, best live. Football, worst live. Football, best TV sport. Not even close. Everybody else is playing for third.
I don't disagree with that. I think that's a good take.
High fives all the way around.
Yeah,
It's not often we all agree.
It is wild how much baseball, in terms of money that they're giving out to players. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
You're good.
In terms of how much money they're giving out to players, I don't know what the books look like. I don't understand the money involved. But just from watching the games, looking at how many people actually show up to baseball games, how are they making this much money?
TV. That's it.
Who's okay?
Yeah, that's it. You're right.
The problem,
You're
Marshy,
right. It's
that
TV.
they have,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, or the good thing, depending on who you are, is because the owners share revenue in baseball, you only need a few of the big dogs to have big TV deals, like the Dodgers TV deal, the Yankees, and then all of a sudden the Pirates don't need to worry about it because no matter what, the Pirates, by nature of the league, are not allowed to lose money.
Now, does the NFL
They will be
do
made
that?
whole by the other teams.
The NFL has the owners have shared TV rights. Yeah, so
outside of TV rights, everything else is team by team.
I believe it's team by team. They don't have team by like stadium revenues all on the individual team. I believe, but the TV rights. It's one of the things that back in 2011 when they had the holdout, the courts had to determine that the owners could not use the TV money as basically a bargaining chip.
Yeah.
Because the 32 owners were like, hey, you don't want to play? You don't want to agree to our terms? No problem. Because they thought they were going to get all the TV revenue. And the courts, the judge ruled that those funds are frozen. You cannot bank on the TV money. And then, of course, the owners went right back to the table and they got things done pretty quickly. But yeah, the TV revenue is all shared.
TV revenue for football is just different too because you don't really have your regional sports coverage for football. It's regional, but it's national.
It's just radio for regional.
A lot of the radio, but like if you live in a certain area, the CBS or the Fox game will be this game or this game, depending on where you live.
Unless you have Sunday, the ticket package, then you can watch all of them, but not everybody has that.
Yeah, you're right.
Baseball is, they have their own deals, though, through TV, but they're still incredibly profitable, but I believe they share everything else.
Baseball?
So
each
game
team,
revenue and TV goes to the team.
Yes.
And then I believe merchandise is split
between
everybody, including the players.
Yeah.
There's a certain amount of money that the players get from merchandise. I don't know enough about it
to speak intelligently on it, because I don't know what the baseball bargaining agreement says. But that's always been a huge source of problems, is the players, like, you're selling my jersey. But the team's like, well, we own your rights, though. Like, you're under contract.
Right.
We own your rights. We don't own you, but we own the right to that jersey. So we're going to sell it, and we're going to make money.
Yes.
But I don't know how it works in baseball.
I'm pretty sure, at least it was back in the day, that there is a fund that is set up so that if a player on the Cardinals, they'll get money for, even jersey sales for Aaron Judge. Like, it's a small amount, but I believe that is shared among the players.
Well, the players must love Shohei Ohtani then.
I would think so.
Why don't we carry this conversation over? Because I got an interesting text from the 314 that I want to read to you guys.
Great tease, Marsh.
Hang on. You know what? It's Freedom Friday. We'll do that.
Next on 101 ESPN.
One, two, three, four.
Marsh had a dynamite tease for us in that last segment. So you said, let's roll this over, which in the biz, guys, is roll it through past the commercial break and into the next segment. Sure, you couldn't have figured that out on your own.
That's a tough one.
Marsh.
That broadcasting school's really paying off.
Let's pay it off.
How money?
All right, we get a text from 314. Baseball is best to watch, especially when you try to manage with the manager or keep score at the games. Old style NL baseball was the best with 1-0 game or 2-1 game. Baseball was made for radio. Today's people don't like baseball because it's a thinking man game. I have a question that goes with this. Do you think Tik Tok brain has changed how we view sports?
So Tik Tok brain meaning like we were just always next.
Very quick.
What?
I have felt, I'm going to try to be nice here. Okay. It's a Friday. It's a Freedom Friday. We're all having a good time.
Yeah, you're not, though.
No, I am. This is why I don't want to kill the vibes. I've heard this before with baseball fans. Some baseball fans. Okay, not all, but some. And I don't know this. This texter probably didn't mean it this way. But I've heard before the whole, well, baseball's really about chess. Other games are about checkers. It just comes off very condescending and kind of arrogant and kind of like...
So that's what you're picking out of that question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marsh, can you...
Apparently that touched a nerve.
It didn't touch a nerve. It just...
Did say thinking man's game.
A thinking man's game, which in my opinion would then mean hockey is not.
Yeah,
and football is not.
I think what this texter means is I can watch baseball and I think you can do this with football too. In terms of like, well, I would have ran the ball here, or I would have thrown on this down. But with baseball, you can micromanage with the manager.
You can
all the different moves within the game.
I think what they're saying, yeah.
But in hockey, I can't. I mean, you kind of can. I could be like, well, I wouldn't have made that pass, or I would have dumped the
with
puck
hockey
in.
is I wouldn't have that line out there against that guy.
Yes,
but it's too fluid for people to actually be like, oh, right there, I would have passed it to that guy. That guy was open there.
Wouldn't it make it more of a thinking man's game then?
Well, the actual sport is more thinking in
faster time,
amazing amounts of time. Yes,
right.
But I think that's not what the purpose of the text was.
Again,
Anthony wants to be angry.
I understand what you're saying. I understand. I understand
like
both.
Go.
Both thought processes.
I respect that texter, and I just think that. Well, I'll tell you the other thing.
Unleash the fury.
No. I'm not going to. No Ranthony today.
Can I read one text before you get to?
Sure, Marsh. Wow. Give it right in our ear
Different
holes.
314 says, I think it means only in baseball you can be 12 steps ahead. Other sports you really cannot predict that. Hence the chess metaphor.
Yeah. Okay, but what about football?
Football to me is. I mean, ultimately, it's a game of chess because you're trying to figure out what the other team's going to run as far as a play.
Yeah, it is different, though.
And then the quarterback gets to the line of scrimmage, and they got the pre-snap look. Then he's got the post-snap.
But the fans, if you're a fan, you can't do that.
Okay, which goes to the texter's point.
You think you can make a bullpen
You're right, because as a fan, I'm not sitting there going, I would have had to do the sweep right on this play.
Right. Well,
Omaha. Why is he not Omaha?
Everybody becomes a play caller on 4th and short and goal line. Like everybody's
so to
everybody's
that point,
an offensive coordinator.
Everybody can become a pitcher or a manager for every pitch.
If that's what that texter means, I completely agree with him, which goes to my point about why baseball fans, more than any other sport, hate their manager. I've made it, Marsh.
They do because they feel like they can do his job.
Yes, I have said this before for years. More than any other sport, baseball fan will put themselves in the jersey, right there in the dugout, calling the play, making the decisions. That's why they can't stand their managers. Nobody likes their managers. Why? Because they put themselves in that spot. Yeah. I wouldn't have done that.
We get a text from 618. Anthony's really killing the Friday vibes.
Oh, son of a...
I don't think so.
That's why I didn't want to...
No, I like the passion.
Sorry.
I don't think that's true, Anthony. I would tell you if I thought that was true.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
Anyways,
I guess I agree with what the texter's saying in that.
What was the actual question, though? The question was
Tik Tok brain.
Well, I think everything in society has become hindered because of the way we now consume
It's all
anything.
Quick,
it's all quick. Video quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what makes NFL Red Zone very fun, and maybe
Absolutely.
I'm now a victim of the TikTok brain.
You might be. But we all are. Like, you're not having these long conversations a lot of times with people.
That's true.
Everybody's impatient now.
Yeah, let's get to the next question.
What?
All right, we're done, March. Come on.
What?
Come on, March. Been standing here for, 25 seconds?
We've been beating the hell out of this question for, come on.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are crazy. All right, since everybody wants to move on, it's only been a couple minutes. Of the
March,
second
it's
year...
been 5:50.
All right, I'm moving on.
We're almost 6 now.
You know, a good TikTok, you actually watch it multiple times. That's how you get more views.
Yeah.
You know, anyways, from the 504 of the second-year quarterbacks, Daniels, McCarthy, May, Nix, Radler, Penix Jr., who do you think makes the biggest leap this year, and who drops off the most?
Oh, wow.
Penix. I realize that.
Drop off or makes the biggest?
I think he makes the biggest leap.
I don't.
I think Michael Penix Jr. makes the biggest leap.
No.
And I will crush my Falcons any day of the week, but I love Michael Penix Jr., and I have done so since Indiana. I've loved his game. I don't think he's going to be a high completion guy, but I think he's going to sling that ball all over the field.
This might be the wrong process of wrong way of thinking, okay? But as far as the biggest drop-off, wouldn't it automatically be Jaden Daniels? Because
probably.
How do you, I shouldn't say automatically, but how do you eclipse what he did last year?
That's fair.
He had a hell of a season.
Win the MVP.
I mean, he can do it. Maybe he elevates, but it also could be the other way too, where now everybody's kind of got a book on some things, and it goes.
What? I'm just thinking they lose in the divisional round, right? Like, you scumbag. You made it to the NFC title game last year. Look at you.
Well, I mean,
we meant from a statistical standpoint.
We were enamored with what C.J. Stroud did in his rookie season, and now he's just C.J. Stroud. Like last year, I think they took a step back.
Yeah, he's been good too.
He has been good.
Yeah, you're right. He kind of set the
Marcia, you like
path forward.
Nora Gretz says it's McCarthy takes the biggest leap since he didn't even play last season.
That's true.
That's a good point. Yeah,
but
that's true.
He also didn't make any mistakes last season. Mm-hmm. So there's that to remember.
Yeah, good call.
Good call. Yeah.
I'll give you one that makes the most progress, improvement throughout the year. He's going to start first half of the season. I think he's going to stink. Second half, I think he's going to be excellent.
Can we all guess?
Wait, hang on. A player that what?
A quarterback, one of these quarterbacks, is going to stink in the first half of the season, and everybody's going to hate the kid. And in the second half, they're going to be like, he's actually not playing. He's playing pretty good. He's going to make the most improvement.
I think this team is a dark horse to make the playoffs.
Then you're not thinking of who I'm thinking.
No, I think I am.
Wow. It's going to stink to begin the season.
First half, everybody's going to be crushing this kid. Second half, they're going to be on board.
Is it?
But it won't be enough to make the playoffs.
Okay.
What conference? Can we get that?
AFC.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Not who I'm thinking of then.
You're thinking of Drake May.
Absolutely.
I am not. Okay. Somebody just mentioned Drake May, too, because the Patriots, I think it was Frick James, it's in the snake pit. Patriots, soft schedule, dark horse.
Dark horse playoff team.
Wow.
He used the exact term dark horse, too.
Jackson Dart?
No.
Okay.
Are we thinking of second-year quarterback?
Yeah.
On this list that I read.
Oh, second year.
Yes.
Spencer Radler.
Oh, God, no.
Okay, well,
Caleb
then it's
Williams?
Bo Nix.
Caleb Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Why is he going to stink
He's
so
not
bad?
on the list, though. That's where you had me confused.
Second-year quarterback.
I know, but he wasn't on this list.
Oh, I was just thinking second-year quarterback.
That's where the confusion was.
I know, so I didn't have the list in front of me. I don't know what list it was.
Marshy's abiding by the damn list, buddy.
But wouldn't it be a second-year quarterback?
Yeah, but he wasn't on the list.
He listed every other second-year quarterback except for Caleb Williams.
I guess the 504 just thinks he's not going to be good.
So, or maybe he thinks he's been there for 3 years. I don't know.
No, Caleb Williams.
So why do you say he's going to stink and then he'll be good?
I think he's going to really struggle with what Ben Johnson's asking him to do.
Okay.
Ben Johnson's got a lot of pre-snap motion. Any system that has a lot of pre-snap motion, so you get to the line and it is motion right, motion left, like a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot for Caleb Williams to command. While he's also looking at the defense and diagnosing them pre-snap. So the first half of the season, I think it's going to be rough. The second half, I think he'll start to click. Just like any other job, you start to get better.
Yeah.
The more work you put in, the more reps you get. I think Caleb Williams will have a really good second half, but people are going to want to bury him in the first half.
Interesting.
Of the season.
Okay.
Just a prediction. We'll see if it comes true. I don't know.
It's a very well thought out prediction.
Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, so Jaden Daniels by default is going to take the biggest drop, and then we've got kind of a smorgasbord there for quarterbacks that might take the leap. Marsh, did you give yours?
No, I agree with you, Anthony.
What?
He is just, oh man.
I think Drake May is your guy that takes the
Drake May's my guy.
All right, who takes the fall?
Takes the fall.
I mean, it's got to be Jaden Daniels.
It has to be.
That's just the default answer.
I mean, Bo Nix, so high.
Bo Nix could. I don't know.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
Yeah,
Bo Nix could.
Jaden Daniels could have a great year and still take a step back based off of what he did last year.
Yes, that was my
your thought process. Yeah. I got you. All right. Freedom Friday continues
with the biggest question of the day
next on 101 ESPN.
biggest question of the day, brought to you by Mentality. Our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
5:04, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. With Andrew Marsh, Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Carey Davis will be back on Tuesdays covering the Illini game tonight in Champaign. Marsh, you've got the biggest question today, which is basically just another Freedom Friday topic.
It pertains to Jimmy Crooks and Cesar Prieto from the 618. Are you guys excited to see the young players that the Cardinals called up? The 618 says, I don't need it because they're just worried about their 40-man roster.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's about the Jimmy Crooks thing. That might be because people are talking about him being the catcher of the future, but it's not like this. To me, is just business for the Cardinals. They're making sure they get these guys to, for the Rule 5.
Right.
Well, like they're covering their tracks.
Yes, which is smart.
And Mo kind of alluded to all this when he famously told us that J.J. Weatherholt will not be coming up at all. When he was like, well, we don't really need to do it.
Yeah.
So we probably won't. Baseball telling you anything we need to do, we probably will.
Right.
And this is a need for them, so they're getting it out of the way. I don't know. Am I excited? Not really.
I'm excited that it's somebody different and young.
Yeah, but I'm not really excited.
But am I like tomorrow when Texas and Ohio State is playing, or even Alabama and Florida State, or the getting ready for the LSU Clemson game? Am I going to be like, oh, I gotta see this Cardinals team play?
Right.
No, you've had your chance and you blew it. You blew it, Cardinals. You had your chance for all of our affection, and you said, you know what? We don't want it. We don't want your affection. Take your 83 wins and be happy, you scumbags, is what the Cardinals told us all. Oh, man. So now I'm getting ready for week 1 of college football.
Are you excited that this... Okay. Is this a smart move to bring up these
yes.
The guys that were eligible for the Rule 5 draft? Like, should you be excited about that being a smart move that the Cardinals are doing, or do you just not care because you want to see a J.J. Weatherholt?
They're doing their job. So I wouldn't say it's a smart move. I would just say it's a necessary move.
Okay.
For those two.
But I feel like they haven't even done those in the past. Yeah. And maybe our expectations are lowered. So I think it is a smart move. Mm-hmm. But you say it's a move that basically they're just doing their job. Maybe my expectations have lowered subconsciously.
It's possible.
Which is not good.
Hey, our expectations should lower, but our standards should not.
Well put.
Is that fair? All right.
That is fair.
I'm more excited to watch Jimmy Crooks than Prieto. And the only reason for that is there's a clear path for Jimmy Crooks to be part of the lineup next year. I don't think Prieto has a shot because of the 900 infielders that you have. So I'm more excited for Crooks to see what he's about.
The 314 says, can you remind us hockey fans what the Rule 5 draft is, please?
So the Rule 5 draft in Major League Baseball allows teams to acquire players from other teams that are unprotected. So it's an annual thing that Major League Baseball has, where teams with empty spots on their 40-man roster can select players from other organizations. And the only players that are eligible are the ones that are not protected because they're not on the 40-man.
Yeah.
So it's held in December each year. It's an opportunity for teams to
rob your neighbor.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's kind of like the annual rob your neighbor game in Major League Baseball. You're absolutely right. So if the Cardinals were to let certain players be unprotected, obviously other teams can then come in and rob them.
Like Nathan Church is one of those players.
Yes.
But now since they called him up,
he's protected.
There you go.
Yeah. The only rule though of the Rule 5 draft is if you pick somebody up, that player has to be on your 40-man all season.
The following season.
Correct.
Yeah.
That they have to be. Actually, I'm sorry. It's not the 40-man. It's the active roster. They have to be on the active roster for the entire following season.
So you better get it right.
Or else the player will be offered back to their original team. It's kind of weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, well, since we had a hockey fan text in, we will move on to a hockey question from the 314. Why does Joel Hofer stay with the Blues? Does he like his role as number 2, Jamie? Isn't he a number 1 goalie in the NHL?
Well, Joel Hofer has no choice in the matter. He's still what you would call a cost-controlled player. So the Blues have his rights as a restricted free agent. And so they qualified him, and they were able to negotiate. So baseball uses arbitration as a tool. For hockey, it's a qualifying offer. Like, arbitration does get used eventually, but it's not like the main thing for your cost-controlled players. But when you look at Joel Hofer, like, he's 25. Army has signed him for 2 more years at 3.4, and then he's still a restricted free agent come 27-28, which means the Blues can qualify him again and then negotiate a contract with him because he's under team control. Mm-hmm. So that's why Joel Hofer loves it here in St. Louis. He has, like, I know he loves it, and I'm not being facetious, but he has no choice but to play and love St. Louis, because unless he wants to sit out and demand a trade, which would be a terrible thing for him to do based on the fact that, you know, he's never been a number 1 somewhere, and I don't know. And he's happy in St. Louis, and they got a great goalie coach in Davey Alexander, and he would appear to be the heir apparent to Jordan Binnington.
Absolutely.
But that's why he hasn't been traded or anything like that.
Marsh, I think we still got time for another Freedom Friday topic, if you got one.
All right, let me see here as we are looking through a lot of these text messages.
I can ask
you have one
you
from
guys
the.
one.
Why don't you ask? No, it's freedom. We can do whatever we want.
I got one for you guys.
Anthony's questions.
What?
You were supposed to hear that.
You said it right into the microphone.
I thought
I'm wearing earbuds.
I thought I hit the button for.
What did you say, Jamie? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing.
No, seriously. Like, what did you say?
So we don't really like Anthony's questions.
Oh, that's kind of mean.
I missed the button again.
It's totally mean. Besides Texas, Ohio State, what's the matchup you're looking forward to this weekend in college football?
Ooh, Texas, Ohio State.
Okay, that's why I limited them. For example, you got Alabama, Florida State. You've got LSU, Clemson. You've got, on Sunday, Notre Dame, Miami.
How about Iowa State, South Dakota?
Well, okay. Yeah, you're a Iowa State fan, so that makes sense.
Man, it's pretty tough to beat that one.
I have one.
LSU Clemson is going to be interesting.
That's like storyline central.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. North Dakota taking on Kansas State. My Fighting Hawks. I don't like that name, but UND takes on Kansas State. My school is the blood donor.
Do you think it is going to be an upset in Lawrence?
Well, I've seen that UND's off to a good start this year, I think.
Did they win?
No, I was just, I've seen stuff on X that they're excited about this year. So, no, I don't think they're going to win.
Wait. Did you say Kansas? Oh, Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Said. My bad.
Not the Jayhawks.
So, yeah, my
Kansas
bad.
State,
so
we know.
Kansas State would not be
Got
Lawrence.
taken down by my other favorite team.
Yeah.
Could it be 2 weeks in a row? I highly doubt
this game will be in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So North Dakota, Kansas State. Now we got the big one tonight, of course.
Illinois.
Oh yeah. No. Fire up Chips at San Jose State. Yes. Is that a little conflict for you?
Chips are a dog.
Why would that be a conflict, Jamie?
Well, San Jose Sharks, your favorite team.
Well, they're not.
Yeah, ish.
Not even ish.
Yeah,
it's an ish show that you keep bringing that up. No, it's Fire Up Chips, baby. FS1 tonight.
FS1?
Yeah.
They get the big dogs.
Yeah. You excited?
How do they manage a game on national TV?
They decided to play on a Friday.
I thought the Tuesdays were, Mac.
That's much later in the year when the games start to really matter.
Really? So they move them from Friday to Tuesday?
Oh, yeah.
Because the games matter more.
Exactly.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's getting deeper into the year.
Do they play any games on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
We'll play any day of the week, Marsh.
No, but do they actually play?
Yes. They actually play on Saturdays.
He's checking right now. I think they do. They're going to get a Sunday morning.
The ironic thing is I don't think they have a Tuesday game. They play their next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games on Saturdays.
Oh,
then a couple of Wednesday nighters, and then another Saturday. Yeah.
That's big time.
They go at San Jose State, at Pittsburgh, and at Michigan to start the year. Now, if the Chippewas, guys, I know you're both listening.
I am, the Chippewas.
If the Chippewas can manage this early stretch here, again, at San Jose State, at Pitt, and at Michigan, I think we can be a college football playoff team.
Here's a question for you.
Let's go make some noise.
Will there ever be a MAC team in the college football playoff? Like in ever?
No.
No. Okay.
No. They've had many a top 25, but I don't think they're going to get that.
I'm just asking.
Never. You know, never's a long time. How about?
I'll take the field.
I'll take the field. Yeah. All right, we're going to do bet the board and beat the streak. Up next, if we do have some time,
beat the streak is or bet the board is going to be a tough one.
This is it.
A lot of big decisions.
This is it for the month because next week is September. So will Jamie hold on to his lead in August and become the first 4-time consecutive winner of Bet the Board? The answer is yes.
Let's go, baby.
The answer is yes.
Well, we'll see.
But we'll still try. Marsh and I will still try to take down Jamie.
I arrived today at the office, walked in. First thing Marshy's doing.
Oh, he's looking at his card.
Boy, he's pulled up. He's putting together his parlay. I go, you son of a... I call him a steaming pile of you know what.
Why don't you call him a steaming pile of you know what?
I just didn't like the way he was doing it.
You didn't like I was doing research?
I didn't like that.
All right. Bet the board, beat the streak next on 101 ESPN.
If you are in the market for
to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
All right, beat the streak time here in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. We got Caleb back on the line. What's up, Caleb?
Not much, gentlemen. How we doing?
We're doing great, my man. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to roll on a Freedom Friday.
Yeah, you are, Caleb. Yeah, you are. All right, Marsh, latest streaks, please, and thank you.
We, in the Fast Lane, are all back to 0.
You're kidding me.
I don't believe that.
Caleb has a streak of 1.
Oh, wow.
Wow, horrendous, except for Caleb. All right, Caleb, you got the floor there, kid.
All right. Well, it might bite me in the butt going with the red, but Andujar has had Libertor's number. We're going to go Andujar.
I don't blame you one bit. Not a bit, Caleb. All right, Marsh.
Whoever wants to go.
You want to go, Anthony?
Yeah, sure. Give me Marte from Cincinnati.
You were going there. All right. Give me Gorman.
All right, I am going to go with... Oh, jeez. De La Cruz.
Okay, there you have it. CD is going to choose Mason Wynn. He's going to double down with Mason Wynn.
Sweet.
There you have it. Caleb, you have yourself a great weekend, and we hope to talk to you on Tuesday for Beat the Streak.
Yep. Appreciate it, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Guys, actually, I may have messed up here.
What do you mean?
The game's already started.
No. I was actually looking at the date when I put in the hits. I looked at yesterday's date, but we didn't play the game yesterday.
Oh.
No. So let's just go back through this. We'll do it. Alec Burleson, who you had, Anthony. Alec Burleson did not get a hit.
Well, good thing's on the IL.
How about Gorman? Did Gorman get a hit?
I don't think he did.
No, he did not get a hit either. Brian Reynolds, well, he didn't get a hit.
Jeez.
But Mason Wynn, who I had, did get a hit.
Oh, here we go. Of course.
Great.
That's why Marshall did the research.
That's why he wanted it.
So now I have a streak of 5 instead of 0. So that's good stuff for me, don't you think?
I think he's making it up at this point.
I'm not making anything up. No, I swear.
It's a little disappointing that you tried to cheat your teammates.
Really is.
No, I would never do that. I would never do that. Come on.
There was a coach in the NHL that had a famous quote. I'm not going to say who it was because I don't want him to get in any trouble. And I don't condone what he says. But he had a line. Very first team meeting every year. You can cheat on your wives, you can cheat on your girlfriends, but don't you dare cheat on your teammates. Wow. That's not my quote.
Holy smokes.
Yep.
Bet the board?
Bet the board.
Here we go. This is exciting.
Marsh.
Yes.
What are our latest standings?
Jamie with a commanding lead. 12 points.
It's a bad month.
I'm far behind with 11. Anthony, well behind. You're out of it with 10.
Yep.
Carey with 6.
Oh, Carey.
All right, Jamie.
All right. Give me Tampa Bay on the money line. Minus 144. And
He's doing it. I knew he was doing it.
Blue Jays on the money line. Minus 137. And I like the Red Sox money line. Minus 117. And then finally, I like the Padres on the money line. Minus 136.
Okay. Good.
How many is that?
4.
Good.
4.
All right, Marsh.
4 is the number.
You're up next.
All right. Give me Texas A&M alternate spread of 21.5 at minus 132.
Okay.
Give me Ryan Wingo to record
Trey's brother.
55 plus reception yards at minus 122. Give me Alabama's alternate spread of 11.5 at -145. And I have a line right here. Do I want to go with 3 or do I want to go with 5 just in case Jamie's parlay hits?
I think you got to go 5.
Don't let him tell you that.
I do. I think you have to go 5, Marsh. That's why you wrote it down.
Hey, you know what? Shoot or shoot.
Got it, baby.
Give me Cade Klubnik. 260-plus passing yards at -146.
Oh, Clubby.
And give me Iowa State.
Oh.
-14.5 at -110.
Okay. All right. I'm going to assume you don't hit yours, and I'm going to assume you don't hit yours.
Okay.
So all I need is 3 plays.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's easy.
It's easy. So, give me Ole Miss over 46.5 points. They'll score about 70. Give me LSU over 26.5 points. Yeah. They'll score 28. It'll be a sweat for me at the end. And give me the Alabama Crimson Tide over 31.5 points. And that's all I'm doing.
Who's Bama playing?
Florida State.
You have your extra play, a single play.
You may have used that single play.
So this is what I'll do. My single play will be Ole Miss over 46.5. My parlay will be LSU and Bama.
Okay.
All right. Because, I do have an extra play.
That's quite a strategy right there, Anthony.
I
didn't say he's good or bad, just quite.
I wanted Marsh to keep adding.
Of course you did, because it lowers his chances.
100%.
I knew what you were doing.
So when he kept adding, I actually had another play. I actually had your Texas Longhorns written down. But I'm going to strike it.
I actually like mine. I like mine.
What do we do with Carey? Should we just give him Illinois -48.5?
Yes, absolutely.
No, let's give him something good. He's not even close this month.
That's
-110.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be great. He'll be great. All right.
What, do you want to give him the Rockies or something?
No, I wasn't going to do that to him, but now that you brought it up.
This is perhaps the worst month for Bet the Board that we've ever had.
Anthony, out of all my plays, which one do you think will not hit? Because you're the guru.
I am not a guru
The
at
alternate
all.
spread ones are always confusing to me.
What was the one? What was the one that you added like late?
I had 2 that I added late.
Okay.
Klubnik, 260-plus passing yards against LSU.
That's a good one.
And ISU, Iowa State, -14.5 against South Dakota.
That one.
Okay.
Because of your boys.
They're going to be the team to ruin it, aren't they?
They're going to be the team that stabs you.
No.
You're going to have everything lined up.
Oh, no.
Newly minted Iowa State fan.
Yep.
Is going to get stabbed by the Cyclones. So I'll choose that one. Jamie, now you sent us all yours. Now you have a line through.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
So it's just Tampa, Boston, and the Padres?
No. I had Blue Jays too.
Okay, you got all 4
The
of
line
those.
through it is a mistake.
Tampa is going to be the one that gets you.
Really?
Because they're the heaviest favorite. It's always the heaviest
They
favorite.
are, but I don't know. I like that game.
You like them all.
I do. I think they're good games.
All right, it's Fast on 101 ESPN. We are drawing to our final Freedom Friday segment here. We'll wrap things up at the end, but one last chance to get in your Freedom Friday topics next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Jimmy Crooks and Cesar Prieto have been called up from the minors. They will join the big leagues and make their debut at some point, but maybe it's not tonight unless they pinch hit because the lineup was out. They are not in the lineup. If you missed the lineup game, actually, we didn't even play the lineup game, right? If you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there. That's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Tonight, the Cardinals take on the Cincinnati Reds. They're about to start that game up here very shortly within the next 5 minutes or so. Matthew Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals. We have one more Freedom Friday segment. So send in your text messages to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Freedom Friday continues right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center Update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh, Anthony Stalter.
During the break, Anthony.
Yeah.
You know, Marshy, he has everything written down and, whatever, you can go back and check things out.
Mm-hmm.
We were discussing your parlay, and I said, that's pretty cagey, Anthony. I said, those are very doable games. It's a good job. He says, LSU. He's like, and then he goes, hang on a minute. Marshy, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the LSU play. And I think I said this last year as well. They will always find a way to screw you over. Anthony, if you remember, this time, literally last year, same month, heading into the first game of the college football season.
This should be good.
Parlay. Anthony Stalter, Western Michigan, plus 24.
Oh, no.
Got it. Stanford, plus 8. Got it. Georgia, minus 12. Got it. Miami, minus 2. Got it.
Wow.
LSU, USC, over 64.5. You missed it.
Oh.
LSU.
And you lost that month at the board.
No. That's right. Week 1. You're absolutely right. Great callback.
Jamie won that month.
Oh, no. I remember sending you guys the text because they played, I think, on the Sunday. And I said, guys,
I'm one away.
All I need is LSU and USC to score.
Marshy, remembering that.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, he had all the things. We have a game. See you tomorrow night. Winner takes all.
Wow, and you did. You took it all. Bet the board.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Jamie said, you got so close, brother. I was rattled for the entire LSU game. Love you, Anthony.
Well, when these parlays are up, I want to win, but when the parlays are up, if someone can rattle off a parlay, I think that's great.
Yeah,
I don't get mad.
So how many have we had? We had you for sure. You had the 8-team.
8-leg parlay.
8 out of nowhere, middle of the month. You're like, and we're like, what? This is. And then Marsh hit his in that Miami game. That was improbable. He did it in the first day of the month, and he hit it. It was all in the Miami game. He had Miami minus 84 points. They were down 30 in the first quarter, and he still hit it.
Yeah, that was, I believe that was in November of 24.
And then I think I've had
and I won that month.
5-teamers, and 4 of them hit, and all of them.
You're very close.
But no cigar. So Jamie's hit his, and Marsh's hit his parlays.
Wow.
All right.
Hey.
All right, well, speaking of college football, we get a question from the 314, a team that we have not really talked about in quite some time, But will North Carolina be a top 25 team this season under Bill Belichick?
Wow. I have seen varying opinions on this. Mm-hmm. I've seen some that say, like, it's going to be a learning curve for Bill and all this stuff, and others say that they could actually even make the college football playoff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if the team's good enough and if he moves the needle enough.
Well, apparently, he's at least moving it. I think you're talking nationally.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I mean moving the needle as far as the team being good.
Sure.
Never mind the retention.
Because the attention part they've got, North Carolina has already sold out, like, their season tickets, and I guess a lot of their luxury seats and all that. They've sold out as well because of Belichick. So from that standpoint, they've had it. I think that they're going to win. I think 7 wins would be really good for them. He's going to shorten games. They're going to play good defense. They're going to go with the ball control. They're not going to be throwing it all. They're going to have an NFL-esque team. But I don't think they have the talent yet. So if they can win
that was my thing.
6-7 games, I think it'd be solid.
Who do they even have?
Yeah.
Like, Bill Belichick moves the needle, but he can't do the impossible either.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I agree.
From the 314, who's the best Canadian rock band? Nickelback, Triumph, Max Webster, The Tragically Hip, whoever, and why is it Rush?
It's not Rush. Some people might disagree with that. Rush to me is a band where, like, after you hear a few songs, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'll pause, wait another month, and listen to, like, more songs because it's good, but it's very. It sounds a lot the same.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
Geddy Lee is like
them,
it's good, but like okay, I'm good. So the best Canadian band probably.
It's got to be Nickelback.
No, it's not actually. Like if you're going sales. Like of album sales worldwide, it's definitely Nickelback or Rush, maybe. But the best Canadian band ever, purely Canadian, ended up really only ever touring in Canada. They dipped their toes into the U.S. a little bit, did not go the way they thought it would go, is a band called The Tragically Hip. You go back to the 90s, and they came up with all these songs, different areas of Canada, very... based on Canadian things, which is probably why it didn't go over all that well when they came down to the States. Like, they were selling out, like, football stadiums, hockey arenas, selling it out. Like, you can't even find a ticket. And then they're coming down and playing a bar room in front of 50 people in the States.
Wow.
Like, because they're huge hockey fans. I got to be friends with those guys. When I was playing with the Senators, they came to a couple of games, went out, did some things, whatever. And they would just be like, yeah. They even performed on Saturday Night Live one time.
Really?
And it just didn't go over well. It's like weird. People are like, they didn't get it, right? So they said, well, screw that then. We're just going to keep touring in Canada. And everywhere they went, they sold out. And Gord Downey, the lead singer, he got sick, cancer. I think it was brain tumors and whatnot. Wow. And he ended up passing away. So the band now is kind of defunct a little bit. But they had one last concert back in Kingston, Ontario, where they're from. They could have had it anywhere and sold hundreds, like 100,000 tickets. They had it in a junior hockey rink.
Oh, wow.
That held like 7,000 people. And then obviously people were standing. And it was broadcast on CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Company.
No kidding.
Nationwide. So
Wow.
if you couldn't be there in person, everybody's home had it on TV and watching it on TV at home. It was actually at times kind of sad because you're like, oof, this is it,
Yeah.
But I would say they would be the most Canadian band, biggest Canadian band. And like every locker room in the NHL in the span of the 90s, early 2000s, always had Tragically Hip playing at some point, during the day.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know them. I'm unfamiliar.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm completely unfamiliar.
We have a text from the 636. Would you rather do hallucinogens in a haunted house or ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers?
What's the question?
Would you rather do...
I got to figure this out.
Would you rather do hallucinogens in a haunted house or ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers?
I think I got to take the ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers. My heart may stop if I do the other one.
I might murder someone.
Right?
Yeah, like I'd be standing in a pool of blood and not know what the hell happened.
I think I got to go the more tame route.
The poor guy who jumps out with the scare me face, I'm probably stabbing him to death. Imagine that poor guy. He's getting paid like $12 an hour.
Yep.
Well, watch me get this guy. And just break his neck. There's 3 of them. Break his arm, too.
But you just keep walking through it because you have no idea what's going on.
I just keep trying to find my way out of this crazy place. Yeah. I did. So ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers, although
way safer.
But then
I think
you're not allowed to talk. Only Aaron Rodgers can talk the entire time.
Oh man! Again, just for avoiding jail time. I think.
For sure. No, the bad things would happen.
Like
bad things.
My heart stops. You know, you're seeing things, and then you're really seeing things. No, thank you. Yeah,
I kind of want to do it now.
This
Anthony, you're doing it wrong. You were supposed to have an amazing trip, but you did it all wrong. I'm blaming it on you.
It's not my fault.
I did everything perfect.
I'm the greatest.
An hour later, Anthony, by the way, did you know that I'm the greatest?
You didn't run to the red line.
Ran the wrong route when you walked in here. All right, that'll do it for Freedom Friday. We really appreciate it. This has been a fun show. All Freedom Fridays have been fun, but you guys make it that much more. So shout out to the Snake Pit. Snake Pit was awesome again, as always. The listeners that texted in, we appreciate you. Or those just hanging out, listening to Freedom Friday. We love doing this. We do it every last Friday of the month, and we always think it's a great success. So thank you. We will wrap up the show with what we learned, maybe some criticisms and compliments, and Marsh's 3 stars of the day. Next on 101 ESPN. You don't have to wait for the NFL season to start next Thursday to play Underdog. You can actually play the college football games this weekend. So you got Texas and Ohio State. If there's maybe an Arch Manning stat that you like, you can go higher on his stats. Maybe you think that one of the other matchups offers some better opportunities to win. Again, just choose a couple of players to go either higher or lower on their stats, touchdowns, rushing yards, receiving yards, whatever it may be. Playing on Underdog is completely easy, and man, it is a lot of fun. Stop being the person that's like, "Oh yeah, I knew Arch Manning was going to stink in the clubhouse, in the horseshoe." Actually play it. Win some money off of it. Get your entries right at Underdog, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. And just for playing for as little as $1 at Underdog. So either go to the site or download the app today and sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is just my first name, Anthony. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com. /web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.nspgambling.org. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. I love you guys.
I love you too, buddy.
If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or on the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. The podcast, of course, all brought to you by, well, it's that Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Jamie, how about you kick us off?
Yeah, I learned that, you know what? The lineup game gets stale sometimes and old, and we don't always have to play the lineup game, especially on a Freedom Friday. So, yeah, got that going for us.
Absolutely. Marcia, what'd you learn?
I learned that, I learned a lot of things today. I learned that you are not a good karaoke singer, which is unfortunate.
We don't know that, though. We haven't seen him.
That is true. You could be actually very good, but you're shy.
Yeah. Or just very self-deprecating for no reason.
Maybe. I've never seen Anthony self-deprecate.
Build you up.
Never seen him do that.
Anthony. He builds you up.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Then we tear you down.
Yeah.
Good
Well, we
friends.
can't build you back up if we don't tear you down.
It's like the snowman theory is what they call that.
Absolutely. The Olaf theory is what they call it. What I learned is that Marsh takes even better record keeping than I thought. I didn't know.
It's kind of wild.
I forgot that LSU completely fast laned me same weekend last year to allow Jamie to earn another victory and bet the board. And I have LSU as part of my PD parlay here for this week. So I'm a little concerned, but nonetheless, the record keeping by Andrew Marsh is nothing short of impressive.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Guys, we got a text from Curb Stomp. The way you guys ran Freedom Friday was so fast lane awesome.
Yes.
BANGER banger. Once again today, gentlemen.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you, Curb Stomp.
314, have a safe and happy weekend, guys.
Same to you. Thank you. Yes, everybody have a great weekend.
Grant Francis Fan Club, who started off this week, a little hairy.
Yeah,
Shout out to our new dog. But,
not too hairy, but
but there's a little...
Have you had the dog on the whole show?
Yeah.
I can't now. I can't.
So the speaker, where the speaker is in front of me,
see, yeah.
I can't see it. So I just leaned over.
Every segment the dog's been on.
I'm just getting the shot of it now. That's incredible.
Harry, the Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, because I can only see Jamie and I unless I step over here.
He's been on all day.
That's awesome.
He's been kind of quiet, but
he's a good boy.
Yeah.
I just learned that dog has been on the show the entire time.
Yep.
Anyways, Grant Francis Fan Club text in, ayahuasca is a hallucinogen.
Oh.
So either choice, you're tripping. But ayahuasca has the added effect of making you violently vomit and diarrhea.
Oh.
That doesn't sound like
that doesn't sound fun at all.
I'd rather break someone's arm.
Maybe.
Oh.
We can read it too?
Oh, man, this is a tough text message. Jamie just poured his heart out about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, what happened?
From a 618, thanks, Jamie. I just wasted 10 minutes of my life listening to the tragic whatever. Oh. I'll never get that time back.
Wow. I'm sorry about that.
Well, in defense of Jamie, he said it's not for Americans.
I did say that. I did.
He said Americans don't get it.
And it depends what album you listen to as well. There's some of their early stuff is a little different. But hey, you know what? That's what's beautiful about this country. You can just turn it off and go listen to something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah,
other countries, you can't.
I just keep playing it over and over.
Yeah. There's certain music there's certain stations that play certain music that just all the time, all day.
They do, especially at a certain time of year.
Yeah. Jam says, you all rock. Keep up the great shows.
Jam, thank you.
Yeah.
You rock as well, Jam.
314, I don't know if I read this already. As always, fun show today. Hope everyone has a wonderful holiday weekend.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah.
People are in a great mood today. I love it.
They are. They're in a great mood. You guys ready for the 3 stars of the day?
Who
That's
isn't?
a sweet rear end we are.
Thank you.
That make you feel uncomfortable in your workplace?
No, stars of the day, presented by Circus Sports
That guy just answered from our
Sports betting the way it should
No, he's fine.
He's good.
All right, our 3rd star of the day goes out to Harry, who's been
with us all show.
Integral part of the show today.
Yeah. Boy, too.
There you go, Harry.
Yeah, no way, Harry. 2nd star of the day goes out to karaoke bars.
Yes.
And the 1st star of the day goes out to skipping the lineup game.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Who was that? Who was that guy who said that?
White Davis.
White Davis.
White Davis.
Yes.
White Davis.
There you go.
Yeah. Like White Goodman, but White Davis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know who White Goodman is, right?
Dwight Goodman?
No, White Goodman.
White Goodman.
I know who it is. Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's Walter White.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who's White Goodman?
He owned the Purple Cobras.
The what?
From Dodgeball.
Oh, the Purple Cobras. I was thinking of a different movie.
Yeah, you'll be all right, Jamie. Everybody have a great weekend. See you.